I am back. I don't know. I got a Snapchat off there. I'm really sorry, guys. It's just like every time I come on here, I get interrupted. Okay. So obviously the connection is not. Let me see if this. Okay. That is so weird. Because like it's a lot darker than it looks in my living room. That's really weird. Obviously the lighting in here is messed up because it's a lot darker in here than you see it actually looks. Okay. All right. So I'm going to try something, but I have to do it a different way. Because obviously the connection on my laptop to the connection with what I'm ever trying to do, it worked before. I don't know why my laptop is it's weird. It's not making the connection. So what I wanted to do, I might have to kind of periodically get up and do stuff or go to the bathroom or whatever, but I wanted to try to make this as fun as possible with you because then it's just not me talking. It is me talking, but I don't know if you guys do audio books. I do, and I absolutely love it. I think it's a lot of fun. I started a book, so this is kind of in the middle of the story. I didn't start it all the way at the beginning. Kind of wanted to see what you guys thought of it, where I left off. If you guys, I don't know if you guys like Danielle Steele. She's one of my favorite authors, and one of the books of all time that I like is one of my favorites by her is called The Ghost. So I wanted to share that with you, and then what I wanted to do is kind of turn that into, but that means I got to come off. That means I got to do a whole nother recording it off of my phone and then playing it back so you can hear it on here. And so I'm figuring it out because I thought it was just going to connect on my laptop, and it's not going to connect on my laptop. It's just not going to do that. So feel free to join my live. Like, share, subscribe. I was very, very happy because I got a thing on my phone that says so far I have almost 50. I have about close to 50, like probably 43 for subscribers I got. So I'm getting there. So the more I do this, the more I come on here, you guys get to know me better. And it kind of says how everybody, so you've almost watched for almost an hour. That's pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to try to make them more interesting because I know they're not always, I do want to share my life story and stuff like that, but I want to try to add other things like sharing other videos that I like or doing story time like now. I have YouTube music. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to see what you think. I'm going to actually, hopefully you can hear it pretty good. I'm going to share a book by audiobook by Danielle Steele, and it's called The Ghost. So I want you guys so far to tell me what you think of the story. It's like kind of at the good part. I wanted to listen to it. I kind of was sharing it with my friend for a while, but I wanted to share it with you guys off here, and you guys can kind of tell me. If you want me to go back to the beginning, I'll have to go back to the beginning, but I want you to tell me so far what you think so you get kind of a little sneak peek. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start with the audiobook, author Danielle Steele, called The Ghost.
It's a sure sign he's been cheating. Maybe he's a widower, one of them said cheerfully, and her two cohorts groaned at the idea. Just another tired businessman fooling around on his wife. Trust me, the oldest flight attendant grinned and headed down the aisle into first class with fruit and cheese and ice cream sundaes. She stopped to look at Charlie again. He was sound asleep and never stirred, and she rolled slowly past him. Her colleague wasn't entirely wrong. Charlie had finally taken his wedding ring off the night before he left London. He had taken it off and held it in his hand for a long time, just staring at it and remembering the day she put it on him. It had been a long time, 10 years in London, 9 of them with Carol. And now as they flew toward New York, even Charlie knew it was over. But he still had his wedding ring in his pocket. And as he slept on the flight, he dreamed that he was with her. She was laughing and talking to him. But when he tried to kiss her, she turned away from him. He couldn't understand it, but he kept reaching out to her. And in the distance, he saw a man watching them. She was turning toward him. And when Charlie looked up, he saw the man beckoning to her, and she went to him. She slipped right through Charlie's hands as he watched her go to him. It was Simon, and he was laughing. They landed on the runway at Kennedy with a hard thump, which woke Charlie with a start. He had been sleeping for hours, exhausted by the activities and emotions of the past few days, or weeks, or months. It had been undeniably hellish. It was just after 3 o'clock in the afternoon local time, and as the prettiest of the flight attendants handed him his Burberry, he smiled, and she was disappointed all over again that he hadn't woken up sooner or talked to her during the flight. "Will you be going back to London with us, Mr. Waterston?" Somehow, just looking at him, she had gotten the impression that he lived in Europe. She was based in London like the others. Unfortunately not. He smiled at her, wishing that he was going back to London. "I'm moving to New York," he said, as though she cared. But no one else did either. She nodded and moved on as he put on his raincoat and picked up his briefcase. The line of people disembarking from the plane moved with the speed of cement, and eventually he made it off the plane and picked up his 2 bags at the baggage claim, and then found a cab waiting outside for a fare into the city. As Charlie got into the cab, he was surprised by how cold it was. It was only November, but it was freezing. It was 4 o'clock by then, and he was going to the studio that had been rented by his firm until he found his own apartment. It was in the East 50s between Lexington and 3rd, and if not large, at least it was convenient. "Where do you come from?" the driver asked, gnawing a cigar and playing tag with a limousine and 2 other cabbies. He narrowly missed hitting a truck and then launched headlong into the Friday afternoon traffic. If nothing else, it was familiar to Charlie. "London," he answered, looking out the window as Queen sped by. There was no pretty way into the city. "How long you been there?" The driver chatted amiably, continuing to dart in and out of traffic. But as they approached the city and rush hour traffic clogged the road, the sport became less exciting. 10 years, Charlie said without thinking, and the driver glanced at him in the rear view mirror. "Long time. You here to visit?" "I'm moving back," Charlie explained, feeling suddenly exhausted. It was 9:30 at night for him, and the neighborhoods they drove through were so dreary it depressed him. The route into London was no lovelier, but at least it was home now. This wasn't. He had lived in New York for 7 years after graduating from architectural school at Yale, but he had grown up in Boston. "There's no place like it," the cab driver proclaimed with a grin, waving the cigar at the view beyond his windshield. They were just crossing the bridge, and the skyline looked impressive in the twilight. But even seeing the Empire State Building didn't cheer Charlie. He rode the rest of the way into town in silence. When they arrived at 54th and 3rd, he paid the cab driver and got out and identified himself to the doorman. He was expected. The office had left his keys for him, and he was grateful to have a place to stay. But when he saw the place they'd rented for him, he was startled. Everything in the single, compact room seemed to be either formica or plastic. There was a long white counter with gold sparkles in it, and 2 bar stools covered in fake white leather, a sofa that converted into a bed, cheap furniture with plastic seats in a grim shade of green, and there were even plastic plants that caught his eye as soon as he turned the light on. Looking around at the sheer ugliness of it left him breathless. This was what it had come to. No wife, no home, nothing of his own. The place looked like a cheap hotel room, and all he could think of was what he had lost in the past year. It was impossible to remember anything positive that had come from the upheaval he'd been through. All he could think of were the losses. He put down his bags and looked around with a sigh, and then he took off his coat and dropped it on the room's only table. It was certainly going to give him plenty of incentive to find his own place very quickly. He helped himself himself to a beer from the fridge and sat down on the couch, thinking about Claridge's and his house in London. And for a crazy moment, he wanted to call her. You wouldn't believe how ugly this place is. Why did he always think of telling her the things that were funny or sad or shocking? He wasn't sure which one this was, probably all three, but he didn't even bother to reach for the phone. He just sat there, feeling drained, trying not to see the emptiness of the apartment. There were posters on the wall of sunsets and a panda bear, and when he checked the bathroom, it was the size of a closet. But he was too tired even to take his clothes off and take a shower. He just sat on the couch, staring into space. And finally, he lay back and closed his eyes, trying not to think of anything or remember where he had come from. He lay there for a long time, and eventually he opened the convertible bed, and he was asleep by 9 o'clock. He didn't even bother with dinner. And when he woke up the next day, the sun was streaming in the windows. It was 10 o'clock, but his watch said 3. It was still set for London. He yawned and got out of bed. The room looked a mess with the unmade bed in the center of it. It was like living in a shoebox. And when he went to the refrigerator, there were sodas and coffee and beer, but nothing to eat. So he showered and put on jeans and a heavy sweater, and at noon he ventured out into the street. It was a gorgeous sunny day and absolutely freezing. He ate a sandwich in a deli on 3rd Avenue and then walked slowly uptown, glancing into shops, noticing how different people looked than they did in London. There was no mistaking New York for any other city in the world, and he remembered easily that there was a time when he once loved it. This was where he and Carol had met, where he had started his career, where he had enjoyed his first success in architecture, and yet he had no desire to come back here. He liked visiting it, but he couldn't imagine living here again. But he was, for better or worse, and late that afternoon he bought the New York Times and went to look at 2 apartments. They were both ugly and expensive and smaller than he wanted. But where he was living was worse, and he was immediately reminded of it when he went back to the studio at 6 o'clock. Sitting in one tiny room was unbearably depressing. He hated being there, but he was still jet-lagged and tired, and he didn't even bother to go out for dinner. He spent the night working instead on some papers they'd sent him about current projects in New York, and the next day he walked to the office, even though it was Sunday.
Okay, so there you have it. You got a taste of the audiobook by, well, the person that was reading it, by Danielle Steele's author, and the book is called The Ghost. Excellent read. Excellent read, by the way. Well, I hope you liked it so far. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch gears a little bit. And I'm going to play. This is going to take time for me because I have to pre-record it. So I have to pre-record it. I have to let it run through. I have to record it on a save thing on Telegram that I have just for my stuff, my messages, my stuff, my pictures that I can share with you guys off of here. Then what I do is I play it back so you can just hear it and then come up with your own conclusion, whatever you want to. And I can do that with videos. Videos are going to be a little bit more difficult because I'm just going to have to basically post a video. If I do it on my phone, I have to put the phone up like right here and hold it. If I was going to do if I was going to share, let's say I was going to share a video that I really like with you of another YouTuber that I really enjoy, and you guys could basically tell me what you think. This one that I'm about to play for you is I have music on YouTube, so everything's kind of connected. I don't understand why it just didn't play like it should have. I don't know. Okay. I have my own YouTube TV on, but it's muted, so sorry if I keep just kind of looking up and seeing it. Okay. I am going to play. I don't know if you guys like the band called Jefferson Airplanes, the song White Rabbit. But I'm going to play that for you. My laptop and my phone has notifications, so I do apologize about that. So here we go. I'm going to play the song from the band Jefferson Airplane's White Rabbit.
Makes you small, and the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell my uncle, smoking Calcutta, Paris, Alice, when she was just small. And on the chessboard, you can tell you where you go, and you just have some kind of mushroom, and your mind is for the stars. I think she'll know when magic and proportion have gone and slightly dead. I am the white knight talking backwards, and the queens are dead.
So there we have it. You guys had a taste of what it was like to experience that. Now, I don't know if you like it or not. I mean, I can always do this live, but I can't really, my laptop, I can't I'm doing it from my phone to my laptop, so I have to kind of alternate. I hope the sound was okay. And I hope that you enjoyed it. And I just kind of wanted to share a little sample because I didn't know what else to say or talk about. I know last time I was venting about Nicole. By the way, I did block her off of Telegram, and me and her are no longer friends. So you guys know that from my other previous videos. Like, share, subscribe. See, for example, let's say I was going to, okay, we're just going to do an example. I don't know if you guys would like this. Let's just say this is just an example. Okay, let's say I was going to share a video. Huh? Okay, let's just say I was going to share a video. And I don't know what that video would be. Let's say, for example, I was going to share this video. It's Peter Moon.
Just wanted to start a business.
Hang on.
When something surprising happens.
Today, I'm going to teach.
Hello. Another late night drive around with Tanya Jean. She's in the kennel right now, so we just went to Meijer, and I had to get dog food. for the dogs. So she said she's going to be doing some stuff. Oh, I just had my camera. She said she's going to be doing some stuff. So I was like, would you care if I bring my camera in and I vlog? Look at me and the dog. I was like, do you care if I bring my camera in and vlog? And
So this is Peter Moon. This is another YouTuber that I like. So you guys might want to check him out. He's really good.
So I just went to Meijer and I bought the dog food. There she is. Hi. Do you need a paper clip?
This is really bright, you guys.
Yeah, I'm vlogging right now.
I'm so sorry for the brightness.
Colored ones. So anyway,
But this is kind of the example I wanted to share with you. Why is it so bright like that?
I got, are you ready?
I'm sorry, I got hand.
This is all Mrs. Meijer stuff. So
Hand.
I got foaming hand soap, honeysuckle.
Maybe it'll panel
smells
out.
so
Just
good.
give it a minute. I'm sorry. I know
Try
this
opening it and
sucks.
smelling for you guys. Oh my god,
This is
so good.
really bad.
And then I got that's for the
Why
bathroom.
this is so
For the
bright
kitchen,
like
that's for the
this? I
bathroom.
don't.
For the kitchen, I got Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day Honeysuckle, just a regular hand soap. Then I got regular Apple hand soap. They have all their spring scents out. And then I got
Okay, this is really bad lighting.
multi-surface cleaner, which Tanya noticed while I was there. Tanya, can you hear me? She said, is it a disinfectant too? And I said, I think it is. But it just says removes dirt,
I'm trying to see
freshens.
if
And she
it'll
said,
just
so it
panel
doesn't
out,
have
but it won't.
antibacterial or something like that on there. So, yeah, she was, so.
This is bad. I'm so
Product
sorry.
ingredients are at least 98% naturally derived. So I got this one, a lemon verbena. And then I got this
But this
lemon
is Peter
verbena,
Moon.
which always reminds me of the teacher in Little House on the Prairie, room air freshener. And then I got the lavender one too.
God, this film is
This is for upstairs for the bedroom. So I'm real excited about my Mrs. Myers. What are you doing?
Hang on.
Who let the dogs out?
I'm trying to see maybe if it'll just like panel out.
Are you shushing me? Are you gonna label my dog food? Look at your little
This is
Valentine's
like
Day.
so bright. I can see it on my end. This is awful. I think this is like,
She's labeling my dog
I don't
food.
know why it's so.
The doggies are coming to stay. She said, now does PP have a coat and booties for his feet? And his, so the doggies are coming here to
Like,
stay.
is it any better back here? Hang on.
What is that?
We made Valentine's.
With the dog paws?
Yeah, those are karmas.
Tanya, this is Tanya's dog
This
paws.
is awful.
They made Valentine's.
This
That
is so
sweet.
bright.
It's
This
like
is
a
ridiculous how bright it is.
And you got Valentine's all the way up there, over there. Nothing looks like a classroom.
Like, how are you supposed to see it?
Did you do that in doggy daycare?
Yeah.
So dogs are coming here tomorrow. Tanya is really excited. Alex said, is Tanya ready to see her nephews?
What the hell?
And then we leave Sunday morning for LA. Tanya's going
When you come back, when are you pick them up?
later in the week.
Will you give me the day?
Okay, that's enough of that. I'm sorry.
I mean, I have to
That
have
was
some
bad.
surprises on my blog.
Anyway, that's Peter Moon. I'm so sorry, but I really, really wanted to like possibly share a video. Let's see if I try to. Oh, I know you guys will like. Let me see what it does when I go. Let's do this. I'm gonna try this. I'm sorry. That's not gonna work. Let's do Salon Bella. Salon Bella is really good. She's a well-renowned psychic. What's her most recent live? This was 3 days ago. So this is her most recent live. Hang on. We'll see what happens with this. I do apologize.
No, it's just weird lighting. So there you go. How is everybody? Oh my God. Lulu's at the other end. Edmonton, Alberta in the house.
I'm
Yes,
thinking it might just
exactly.
straighten itself out.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I don't even know what you're saying, evolving spiritual status. I'm like, what? Wait. Oh, there's Lou. She came over here. I fed her. Toronto, my hometown. Toronto, Canada, right? Fort Wayne, Indiana, in the house. Hi, you guys from Chicago. Freezing cold Chicago in the winter, right? Freezing cold. Okay, from Australia. So cool. Maine in the house. Look, I feel like, you know, who we're looking for in the house. And I'm just texting one last text. Anyhow, so Portland, Oregon, I know it well. Dallas, Texas, I know it well. I used to go through Dallas all the time. Always stopping in Dallas. Kentucky, beautiful green grass and horses. Okay. Jamaica,
This is
have
Sloan
not
Bell,
been
and
there.
I
Hi,
don't
boss
know
lady. Haven't
why.
seen you in a while. How are you? Okay, there. Look at the weird lighting. It's weird, huh?
Yeah. Well, I'm
hi,
not.
you guys. I don't know why it's so weird. I tried to do a smoky eye tonight to distract from my flaking eyebrows. That's what I was trying to do. Ontario,
I'm so
Canada.
sorry. I
I
can't
literally
even
was
see
trying
this.
to like deflect from my flaky eyebrows. Because, you know, I did not the micro needling. I mean, microblading. Just the ombre ones. And they're Niagara Falls, beautiful. And Florida, of course, I know Florida, Indianapolis, Arizona. I definitely know Arizona, Sydney, Australia, Chicago. Look
I'm
at
sorry,
you, Norway.
guys. I'm
There you
trying
are.
to like fit really fit.
Anyway, so I thought I would put a shit ton
I'm
of makeup
sorry.
on down here so you can't see my eyebrows, but now I told you about them. Buffalo. Oh, yeah. Okay, there. Okay, now let's just do this. There we go, y'all. I just have to. New Orleans. Okay, stop. Detroit, Maryland, Maine, Texas. Okay, I just have to do it like this. There, y'all. Mustang, Oklahoma. Haven't been there. Tennessee. Haven't been there. Been through it. Haven't been there. The Bay Area. Been there. How is everybody? Oh my God. How is it? Look at. Is it a green light in here? Oh well, it's the Halloween light. How are you guys? Okay, so did you see Bob the cat I saw yesterday? Did you see him? Bob the cat. Calgary. That's where my birth family's all from, Calgary. Bob the cat. Get it?
I wish this would just
Anyway, he's
panel
my friend.
itself out. I don't know.
Toronto. That's where I was born because my mom crossed the country and dropped me off in Toronto and went all the way back to BC.
See how it's
And then her family's in Calgary.
See?
So there you go.
see?
Yeah. Ontario,
See?
St. Catharines, know it well. San Antonio,
See?
I know,
I don't
right?
know.
Okay, so Atlanta, I've been to Atlanta. North Dakota have not been. Windsor, many, many times. Atlanta, many, many, many
Okay.
times. No, I haven't. New Zealand, haven't been. UK, on my way. All the stuff is open up now. Okay, yes, I know. I have one of my 1600 jean jackets, and I wanted to thank you. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce that. Thea Star, I think. Thank you so much for that. Good, the creepy green light. I know, it's Halloween. It's weird, right? You look younger all the time. Impossible. You know what it is?
Sorry, guys.
It's a shit ton of makeup I put on because I just came from Deanna's house earlier today and I had no makeup on. I was like, oh, I'm not going to put makeup on. She looked really good. She had her hair all cute. And her
So let me
makeup
try.
on, and I was like,
This is
I'm
stupid.
going to roll up with no makeup on. So I rolled up with no makeup on. And then I went home and said, I'll do a video and put makeup on. So that's what I did. Queensland, Australia. Are you going to be opening? Yes, I'm going to open my book soon. But I want to first thank Glenda here. I've got to thank Glenda. Look, Glenda sent me a happy birthday card. What is it attached to, you ask? What is it attached to? Look at this. It's attached to cake batter, cake mix. Look, y'all. It's like, let's celebrate with cake. It's literally attached to cake. Do you know how dangerous this is for me? It's a single serving of cake. I'll just eat it raw. Look, y'all. Look at how excited I am. You could give me money. You could give me a car. I'm like, do you have cake? Cake. So yeah, anyway, this is from Glenda. She sent it. Glenda Jennings, thank you from Vermont. I think she's from Vermont or Virginia. Shit, I can't read it. But I mean, I can't, my head. Anyway, look at this sweet thing she got me. Look, y'all. This is so sweet. Look. Look at this crystal she sent me. Look. It's got a beautiful fairy inside. Look, can you see the fairy? Oh, why is my head upside down? Anyway, can you see the fairy in there? Can you see? Isn't that pretty? Look, Mexico City. I've been there, believe it or not. Look, isn't that so pretty? So, and I'm upside down. Little crystal. The moon has a face. The little fairy has a face with the wings. That's so, isn't it pretty? I know, it's so pretty. And then she sent me, I kept it here so I wouldn't forget. And we know the eyebrows are flaking, so we just have to get past that. And so she sent me this beautiful package of skincare. Skincare, y'all. Glenda. That's right, skincare. Let's see what she said. She sent me goodies. I haven't opened this yet. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you so much for that. Tula Skincare, Protect and Glow. Probiotics and superfoods. Feel like I want to eat it. Probiotics and superfood. Thank you all. I'm gonna have to learn how to really take care of my skin. And this one is Natural EKOS hand cream. Oh my God, I need hand cream. August 15th. Hand cream. Let's see. I love hand cream. You know where your age shows in your hands, but why are we so afraid of aging? Why? So
I'm sorry, guys.
not
I'm
liking
trying to
getting older because like you look weird and you are weird and all of that. Let's see. Anti-dryness. Let's see what it smells like. So, but I'm thinking I can't really help getting old. Oh, it smells good. Oh, you can't smell it. I'm like, it smells good. Let's see. We'll put it on. We'll see.
Are you a low-income American on food stamps or Medicaid? If so, you are now eligible to receive a free smartphone with free unlimited.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. The commercial on there. This is so annoying. Okay, hang on. Oh.
data, talk, and
I cannot even read what's in it because I cannot read. Local communities to keep the forest standing. So the forest is standing. Yeah, I know. I can't help it though. Anybody who's old, people throw it at you like you're old, like it's an insult. It's like, dude, did I peace out before that? No, it's like, whatever. No, but we all get old. We all look different. I mean, I remember seeing my birth mom before she passed, like maybe like 2 years before she passed. And she was real vibrant and young. And then her skin got all like, you know, white crepey, which is Nordic. And so I'm like, oh, that's what I'm going to look like. But I can't, oh, this smells so good. So good, y'all. This one, this box. So it's Natura EKOS. This smells really good. Thank you for that, Glenda. And then she put something in here. What's in here? What is this? Designed with love from Venice, California. Jules Smith. I'm afraid to, oh my God, she sent me something else here. How cute is this? I haven't opened this. Okay, look. Look at this. Oh my God, that's so cute. It's going to the baby shower, y'all. I'm going to wear it to the baby shower. Isn't that cute? Thank you for that. From Venice, California. Cute little bag. I'm unboxing here because I'm insane. Oh, thank you, Glenda. I didn't even know. She said skincare, so I'm like looking. And then, oh, that's so sweet. She gave me a cross. I think it's probably, I put my trust in you, Palms 56.3. Don't get mad at me. I do not read the Bible, so I will screw up everything. I mean, I'm familiar with it, but I'm not like a studier of it. Beautiful little keychain cross. We've got that. And then we got more of this EKOS foot cream. for my new adventures on, I know it's a beautiful gift. What's my new adventure? Paige, I still have her message on the fridge where it says I should be selling my feet pictures. This is the foot cream for it. And to further compliment Paige's thing, look, moisturizing foot mask, y'all. You know how much I run in my stinky feet. So thank you. I lived in South Florida for 10 years. I loved Florida. I was there every winter as a kid. And, you know, I don't look 35. We have to accept our age. I tell everybody I'm 56. Everybody and anybody, I'm like, you know, I'm 56. Because I will not say I'm younger. What I will do is say I'm older. So they go, wow, you look great. So I'll say I'm 60. I'm like, I'm 60. If you say you're 35 and you're really 56, they fucking go, yeah, you look okay. There's Bobby. Hi, Bobby. So good. Okay. Yeah, Coolio. Well, you know, Coolio was one of them. I say one of them, right? You look max 40. No, I look, let's see, Sloan, do you go to the spa and get facials? No, I've never done facials in my life. This is genetic. Bobby's like, you look 30. Bobby looks 30. Bobby looks 30. We both look 35, Bobby. No, I have never done facials. I do nails and I do bleach. And obviously I did this to my eyebrows. Look, the flaking. It flakes off. So I did that. And I did the lip tattoo. And I'm not like happy with the color. So I darken it. But it doesn't matter. It's whatever. No one cares. It goes away in a couple of years. I'll do that. But I'm too like hyper to sit still and do maintenance for like spas. So I haven't done that. What I do, which I can't do with my eyebrows right now for another couple of days, is round it up to 60. There you go. I know, right? I'm like, I'm 60. Bitch, you want to comment on my looks now? Bitch. Don't ever say you're younger. You're not going to look younger. Your hands are going to show it. Your ass is going to show it. Your neck shows it. So just embrace it. Like you're just kind of at the end of your life or whatever. And that's fine. Nope, I don't do eyelashes. I can't do eyelashes. Oh my God. No, they're no good for your eyes. You know why? Not that bleach is good for your hair, but the eyelashes, you will not end up with any of your own eyelashes. I use mascara. I use the Fam something from Smashbox. It's a red one. It's a red mascara. So I use that. I've never put the fake eye. I mean, I'll put the glue-on ones sometimes, right? I have saggy neck. I have this. Look, from the sun, this is all white. And then this is all freckled. So, and look, anyway, but yeah, no, October 9th, that's the day my stepson passed. I remember it, and it's your son's first birthday. I'm sorry, I didn't see that part, or I would have shut my mouth and not said that. It just clicked in my head. Yeah, the glue-on, the daily false eyelashes I can use, but even then I don't because I run so much. So, you know, I come in, I throw makeup on, and I run. And as long as I got shit on my eyes, I'm like, that's good enough. I don't need those long eyelashes. I don't need to look like Snuffleupagus. I'm talking those huge sewed-in ones. So I've never had Botox. I've never had my lips done. Again, if you see me in person, you can see the skin age. I don't really give a shit. But I outline my lips over my lip line.
Lord knows I can't sing, but luckily I just got some credits from the Smule app. So today, as a Smule VIP.
Okay, so I'm trying to get this to where it's going to be better lighting. I apologize if it's not.
Good. Yeah, turn it up. Here we go.
That's what I do. I do not get lip injections and I do not get Botox because if it gets into my skin and I start to think about it, I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. So not a day goes by that I'm like, oh, my fake boobs are probably, you know, I probably poisoned my kids breastfeeding them. And I mean, I can't. It's terrible. It's just Snuffleupagus. You remember him? With his little lashes like this. Tammy Faye Baker, ahead of her time. And they used to mock Tammy Faye. Now they all look like Tammy Faye. You can wear them, like I have worn them on camera, but usually I just have the girls put some in the corners so the corner sticks out. And then I can take them off that night. I'm usually ripping them off while the camera's on me. Like I can't. Even the black is making my eye itchy. So Tammy Faye I liked Tammy Faye Baker. She was an abused woman with a gay husband and a narcissist who was a religious narcissist, Jim Baker. I mean, Jim Baker, what is wrong with these people? And that little face of his. Poor Tammy Faye, she put up with a lot. I do use concealer, of course. I have huge bags under my eyes. If I look down like this, see, look, I have bags. But I use concealer. I use Shape Tape, and I use Estelle's. Jaffa Cosmetics. I use her Blanc One, the under eye cream, which is fabulous. That's what I do. But I have the nails, and so I can always sit in the nail salon. But they the people that do my nails know, okay, that I am ADD. Like Jasmine told me last time, she's like, "Can you sit still?" I'm like, "I wish I could." I wish I could. She's like, "You are hyper."
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it. Who was the second gay man Marilyn used to hook up with? I don't know. Marilyn, now keep in mind, when they talk about Marilyn Monroe, first of all, Joe DiMaggio, Jim Baker's still gay and still out there. Like, he's with men, and he lies about it and then chastises people and then tortured his poor wife. And that's actually how I feel about Tammy Faye. I get pedicures. I have to cut my feet for running because I do 70 to 150 miles a week, walking, running, whatever. Probably more like closer to 100 miles a week, climbing up mountains and doing stuff. So I can't not take care of my feet, and my feet really hurt. And then it hurts me to bend over to polish. No, I'm just lazy. I don't want to polish my own. I've always done pedicures, and I've always done this. Thank you for that. But Marilyn Monroe was a presidential prostitute. What I mean by that is she was the hierarchy of what the Kardashians are, what Brittany Murphy was. Once they get into the gang, once they are jumped into the gang and they are there, they are passed around. We don't see that. We see the actress. What we are watching is a prostitute, and I don't mean that from her end. I mean, she is passed around, okay? She is passed around, and she's used like a honeypot operation, and she is somebody who is higher up with the president. So they'll usually, you see Beyonce with the diamond necklace on, that's how you pretty much tell. Also, Joe DiMaggio now, well, he was ugly as sin, okay? Like, I just have to say it. He was so jealous of Marilyn Monroe, and he was so hideous looking. I don't care if he's a baseball player. She must have liked his soul, and men can look a bit crusty. Men can look like shit, but how dare they be jealous of the women that they approached to ask out? He asked her out. So why are you jealous, dude? Why are you jealous, right? I know, trauma porn, exactly. So why do they ask you out if they're going to be jealous? Like, dude, if you can't handle the woman that you ask out because you're not, your weenie's small or whatever your problem is, then that's a problem. So don't ask her out. Go ask somebody out that you can, who's a lesser woman. Because these narcissistic type of men, and Joe DiMaggio was that. Of course, he was an athlete of the time. But have you seen his face? Have you looked at his face? So what's he telling her what to do? Dude, why are you asking me out when we're not even at the same level? Meaning Marilyn, okay? And I'm not saying she's good or bad or whatever. He's famous athlete. She's famous actress. But he's trying to stop her career. Why is he trying to stop her career? What is that about that? Why is he trying to stop her career? Because he's a narc, probably an addict, probably cheated on her, probably everything. And he was physically violent to her to try to control her. Why are you physically violent with this woman? You met her as Marilyn Monroe. That's who you met her as. Like, don't date her if you can't handle her. I liken it to all you girls out there that are strippers and all of that. I liken it to that. Because if your man approaches you like that, and you're a stripper, and then he attacks you for it, he's fucked up. He's jealous. He doesn't have the balls to get up there in his panties and let his skirt fly up over that. By the way, when that happened on that production, Marilyn was not aware that they were going to do that. So they knew she didn't wear underwear. It's not hard. There's like a lot of us don't wear underwear. I do now when I'm hiking because I don't get as bad a rash. I used to get diaper rash. Long story. Anyway, I do when I'm running, but my normal life, Marilyn never made a secret. She didn't wear underwear. They knew that. She went out there in that dress and they put another fan under the vent.
Yeah.
That's a setup for her. Okay.
Mhm.
They set her up, caused a lot of problems that she didn't even know was going to happen.
That's right.
So I can't keep looking. Thank you, Pineapple, but I can't. Thank you for that. Oh, thank you, Kelsey, Ammon, best friend. Mwah. All my supporters. I'm blowing kisses now, like a show. Whew. Yeah, like those shows. But Marilyn, underwear is a pain in the ass. It leaves
is.
panty lines. It's
Mhm.
gross. If it's G-string when you're running, it's up your ass. However, if you have to pull over and pee, which I do 9 out of 10 times a day. Like sometimes on the weekend it's so busy.
That's why I don't
really
like
am talking
butt
to someone and
floss.
I'm like, I gotta go. I jump up in the bushes. I go behind a rock and I pee. So it's better to have the butt crawlers on because, I don't get a diaper wet. And I feel bad for babies now when they wet their pants and they got to walk around. I'm like, oh, God. In the heat, it's terrible. Okay, so I gave you the runner's secrets. Runners do that. Runners jump, book, and pee everywhere outside because you can't just, I have to pee. I'm sorry. I'm not doing other stuff, but I have to pee. But Marilyn was set up. You understand that on that grate, she was set up. They put a fan underneath there in order to do that deliberately, to be salacious, to put her in a negative position, knowing that her husband was a nut job. Okay, he's a violent man.
Yep.
And so then she went back when they reshot it, and hi Kira, hi brother. Mwah. I'm crazy tonight. My eyebrows are flaking. See, they flake. It's been day 7 since I did them, and now they're flaking. Anyway, Marilyn went and put her underwear back on. So when they reshot the scene, you couldn't see her ass or her privates or whatever. But why would a producer do that? Like, you know your actors. You know who wears underwear, who walks around in bare feet. They know this,
Right.
and it's known. So they set her up. Joe DiMaggio was what we would consider to be a narcissist, a control freak, a wife beater, whatever. That's why it lasted 9 months. He gave her humiliation rituals. Exactly. He gave her, I'll talk about Arthur Miller in a second. Arthur Miller's a damn good playwright. Okay. I used to do his when I was, It's All About Sex and money and prostitution. That's all the movies are about.
Yep.
These people give themselves awards for themselves, by themselves. 23 years ago, Sean Penn's mentally ill and drunk. No offense, Sean Penn. I do find him a little bit familiar in his energy. Like, I think I could have been married to somebody who was a little bit like Sean Penn. Slightly. The alcoholic part, the screaming, the ranting, the wanting to tie Madonna up. Well, he did tie Madonna up. That was the best thing ever. Okay. Not good. Sorry, I take that back. But the problem is these people, these actors, their awards are for themselves, by themselves, to themselves. Okay, why am I watching you? Why is it a big fucking deal? You're just sucking dick to get an award. And I mean that. I had a client that worked for the one of the studios. We'll just say Warner Brothers. I can't remember which one it is, but just tentatively say Warner Brothers.
So true, ladies and gentlemen.
And every time it came Oscar time, she would wine, dine, lunch, spend money on the foreign Hollywood press when they came into town in order to get them to vote for their movies out of their studios. You understand? It's all graft. Nobody really gives you, Babylon Awards, exactly. Nobody really gives you an award. These people, all the way from the beginning.
Okay, hang on. Because when she gets going, she gets going. I have to unplug this because I'm like having to set it up to where I can do this. I'm going to have to get it set up so where I can do this. I'm really sorry. I don't know if it'll work like this. I'm hoping that it does, but I have it paused right now. So when I can come back, because Salone Bella is somebody that I absolutely, absolutely adore. Okay, she's great. And I'm trying to change the lighting. I'm trying not to have the light on. I don't know, if the light is gonna reflect. I can try it. Here, let's see if it makes any difference if I do this. Hang on. We'll try it. Let me see. We'll see if this. Hang on.
They get funded because they suck dick. They act in it because they suck dick. And I don't mean literally. You know what I'm saying, okay? And then they get it on air because they do that. So once they buy into the system, then they're at the mercy of, and you're going to get murdered. You're not going to get out of the system. And every time, and I got to say this, okay, I'm talking about Arthur Miller too. Arthur Miller was her senior by however many years. I don't really know, but I know he was her.
Okay. I'm really sorry, guys, but I have to kind of periodically just take breaks. This, I don't know how long it'll let me go live, but I'm usually not live this long, but I wanted to share some stuff with you. I'll be right back. Hang on a second, because I'm doing this, and she's usually she gets going, on subjects and stuff, and my time is 7:37 in the PM, so if you can hang in there and just wait. Okay, so just hang on.
Senior, so let's look up that. I forget.
Okay, so I am just waiting because I want you guys to really see her. Salome Bella is one of my favorite psychic YouTubers. Hang on. Oh, sorry guys, I had to unplug that because I'm having to do this. I don't even know if it'll. Just had to take a break because I'm having to sit there and hold it. Oh, wow. Things I do to try to entertain my YouTubers. I don't know how long you can even be on YouTube for, but this is going to be a while. But I got to take breaks if she's going to be talking and talking and talking. I mean, I like to do that too, but my goodness. Oh. Ugh. She's right on the money about Marilyn Monroe, though. She is right on the money about Marilyn Monroe. I saw the Marilyn Monroe movie, and she's on the money about that. Yeah, so she is right about that. Okay. She is right on the money about that. Because I recently saw the Marilyn Monroe movie, and she's right on the money. Okay, here we go. Sorry, this live was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I apologize. I got to try to get comfortable and do this. Okay, here we go.
And by the way, when I was 10 years old, I knew Marilyn Monroe was murdered, all right? So it was no secret. I looked, but let me tell you something about that. As a kid, okay, oh my God, the hell. As I'm talking, it's Bobby, it's texting you the whole thing I said on here. Suddenly my phone is keeping my messages. Anyway, as a kid, I knew Marilyn Monroe was murdered. By the time I was 10. Now look what they do with your celebrities. They make a celebrity, let's just say Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Brittany Murphy, whoever, Lindsay Lohan, and although she's living and so is Beyonce. But what they do is they get all the little kids to love this celebrity. That focuses energy. Remember, you must bring your energy back to yourself, right? You must bring your energy back to yourself. I erased that text message. Arthur Miller. Let's see. He wrote some great plays. Great. Okay, he was born in 1915. So Marilyn was born in, when was she born? I think they're maybe not that much apart. Let's see, Marilyn Monroe. 10 years? Maybe not so much. Let's look. I would have thought Arthur Miller was a lot older than her. Let me see when she was born. 26. I think she was born in 1926. Okay, Marilyn Monroe, 1926, and she died in 1962. They flipped it. So Arthur Miller was 5, 6, 7 years older than her. He looked a hell of a lot older, to be honest. However, that's not that much of an age difference. Let's see Joe DiMaggio, when that guy was born. I never liked Joe DiMaggio because, first of all, he hit her. So, yeah, I don't care how many times he sent her flowers and glared at the Kennedys. He was just as bad. Okay, he was born in 1914. I guess he's really a good baseball player. and he died in 1999 in Hollywood, Florida. So what citizen was he? He's born November 25th, 1914 in Martinez, California. So anyway, 11 years. I mean, that's pretty, I mean, he's a violent man. I don't care if he's Italian. They're like, he's Italian. And he was so good to Marilyn. No, he wasn't. She divorced you. And I don't care what you think she was. She was an abused child in an orphanage. They love that shit. Her mother was mentally ill. Now, you understand, when somebody is mentally ill, i.e. possessed, i.e. separated from self, okay, really, which is what, I tried Smoky Look, y'all, and it's going to leak on the side. But when somebody has those things in them, you don't know what the mother did. You don't know if the mother turned her out. You don't know what happened. You don't know if the foster family, she was in an orphanage. Yeah, she was a typical foster child. So,
I'm sorry, you guys. This is really, really hard for me because I got to try to hold the phone. So I'm sorry. So I apologize.
Love her for whatever reason, and her mother wanted to be in the film industry. So who knows what her mother did to get her daughter into the film industry, or what deal was done behind the scene. Marilyn was definitely in there. She was a higher level service actress for the president, okay? It wasn't a love affair. It wasn't like she had a love affair and fucked both brothers. They tossed her around. That's what they do, okay? That's why you see people. That's why you see that tall, good-looking one. I can't think of her name. I saw her once in person at that restaurant, Craig's, and she was absolutely immaculately gorgeous. Stunningly tall, incredibly built, magnificent. But what the hell is her name? She was dating the tall guy. Saturday Night Live, Pete Davidson. She was dating him, and she was much older than him. You know who I'm talking about? No, not Charlize Theron. The other one, the younger. She was incredible. Like, I was like, whoa, you are spectacular. She's a spectacular looking woman. But she's still serviced out and servicing and a handler. Okay, nothing goes unsaid. If you don't Kate Beckinsale. Oh my God, that woman was gorgeous. Jesus, she was beautiful. Incredibly. I was just like, you know when you feel like you're in like a potato sack compared to them. I was like, oh my God, she's stunning. And I saw that same night Brigitte Nielsen in there. She just had a baby at 55 or something, my age. I'm like, sure she did, but she did, and she actually looked like she was fun. Yeah, Kate Beckinsale in real life. Oh my God, drop dead gorgeous. Like I say immaculate. By that I mean she got horrible. Kate used to be. I haven't seen her now. I just saw her in person, and I think it was for Marina's birthday at Craig's. Oh my God, she was incredibly gorgeous. Incredibly spectacular. I'm not really put together like that. I would like to be that version. I got the Virgo in the first house. Yes, that one. She dated Ariana Grande's ex-boyfriend. I would like to be put together, but I'm kind of the person that used to go to business meetings after running and throw on a mini skirt over my sweaty bike leggings and use diaper wipes to clean myself in the car while throwing makeup on and putting on a ball cap. That's kind of who I am. Oh my God, she's so spectacular. I was like blown away by her. I was like, whoa. I couldn't think of her name, and I was like, crap, that woman is good looking. Really, really blessed in that area. Yeah, the golden penis. Well, that'll get you far in this country or any country. Pete was a PR stunt for her Yeah, probably. He was probably something. She was so much older. But that's a handler. Marilyn's father was not. I didn't say Marilyn's father was a famous actor. I said her mother may have wanted to get into the business and then mentioned her daughter. And when they can traumatize you as a small child, they will. And so she went in there. Let's see, she had a lot of surgery since she was in the movies in the 90s. Well, when I saw her in person, she was really beautiful. And Brigitte Nielsen wasn't that bad either, considering, she's super tall. And, so anyway, I was in there. The problem I had with that restaurant was I heard Pete isn't even in the 8-inch club. Why are we talking about his penis? He is what he is. He is what he is. He can't help it. I mean, is anybody really super huge? I mean, okay, there's a few. But I mean, like, are you going to kick them out of bed unless they're a tiny dancer? Oh my God. I said
here
it
we
again.
go with the tiny
Don't start
dancer
with me.
again.
Yeah, Kate was perfection when I saw her. Just beautiful. But getting back to Marilyn Monroe, she was passed around. She had to do that, okay? Mandingo. Okay, I'm going to shut up. Shut up. Don't say it. Don't say it. Your children could be listening. Don't say it. Shut up. God, please don't make me say it.
Yeah, don't.
Don't say it. Okay.
Yeah, don't.
Anyway, Marilyn was passed around. She was a presidential prostitute, okay? What they call it. She was an actress, but you're not getting in a high position unless you do what they want you to do. And they can talk all they fucking want. I hear it too much behind the scenes. Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, I don't like him, but I mean, I guess he's a lot of women in that era were passed around. Yeah, she was a presidential prostitute. It's still going on. Britney Spears is a slave. No one did anything about her. She's up there dancing and she's incredibly good. She is a human trafficked slave through her family. Okay? Human trafficked slave. She's been trafficked and we all bought tickets. And Lana Turner, that was the biggest crock of shit story. I told you, John and I used to have dinner at a restaurant where she was there with her younger companion. And it wasn't until she died that I knew who we were eating dinner next to. We used to sit in a booth. You could smoke in the restaurants then. I may have smoked back then. I was like 20, 21, 22. 22, no more. Okay, I gave it up because I used to eat pizza, fries, Mexican food, drink, smoke, and run up the mountains. And then I figured pretty much when I got pregnant with Jace, not going to do that. Anyway, Lana Turner, at the end of her life, or Lana Turner, she literally sat next to us and we would talk to her. And when she died, I went to John, oh shit.
Helen Hansel was able to win any competition she took part in.
Okay.
She was known as the contest queen because she had won 7.
See, Simone Bella is really good, but when she gets going, she gets going. And I'm trying to sit here and hold the thing here. Maybe I need to do this a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I need to do a little bit more adjusting. Let's see about the adjustment. This is just commercials.
Trips to Paris, boats, houses. She would basically take part in any sweepstake she read about, any contest, and she would just win. That made my documentary crew.
You know that woman? I don't think she used her real name, but that was the woman we sat next to. And that was at Granada in Burbank. And that is years ago. I mean, before I had kids, before that. Yeah, she was a chain smoker. And there were good margaritas in there. There were good margaritas. So she sat in there. We sat next to her. We would talk to her. Like there are many times we got seated next to her in the booths there, eating our chips, talking to Lana Turner. Had no fucking idea, okay? So it was quite an interesting thing. Yeah, it was a very interesting thing. But her whole scenario, you know, yeah, she was super nice. Yeah, super nice. Nothing wrong with her at all. And I enjoyed listening to her. She told us stories and we talked and it was communicative. She had a younger companion and I was the younger one and John was the older companion. Same kind of thing, but flipped, right? So I don't know if that was her last boyfriend or what. Yeah, the chips in their brains malfunction. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I saw a Tammy Faye Baker movie. It was good. Marilyn Monroe, and then she married Arthur Miller, and apparently he couldn't handle her, but she'd become an addict at the time that she married Joe DiMaggio because he was what we would consider right now, she was trauma bonded to him. And she was submissive. She wouldn't be submissive, so he sucked her one. That's what these men do. Oh my God, Imitation of Life, best movie ever. Isn't it? It's a little bit slow. I'm not going to lie. Right. It's a little bit slow, but the point of it makes me cry every time. Every time. Imitation of Life. It's really spectacular. It is a spectacular movie, actually. It's so good. And it's so true. And then you don't realize it till the person's gone. Like, it was very sad. Yeah. Very sad movie and very true. But when you're looking at, and Brittany Murphy was a yacht girl. So they have, no, of course, Lana killed him. Obviously, she put it on the 15-year-old. That's what people do. That's what gangbangers do. They send your 11-year-old kid out there to rob a bank or shoot a cross enemy so that they go down for it in child scope, right? They have to go away. That's a form of abuse. I don't like that happened. I don't like, the studios created addicts. Exactly. Marilyn Monroe was used her whole life.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, her gay hairdresser. Yeah, I had no idea. We didn't really, I can't even remember what we talked about.
He was the only one that was really, really nice to her.
So it was kind of interesting. It was an interesting thing.
It was.
But when she died and they put her picture, I go, John, come here.
Right.
I go, that's that lady.
Yeah.
And she might not have used her real name. She could have said Lana. I wouldn't know it was Lana Turner. It wouldn't have occurred to me, and I don't think it occurred to John, but it was like, wow. Brittany, a yacht girl. So Dodi Al-Fayed, Muhammad Al-Fayed's father, hung out with Brittany Murphy. What it is when you see these girls, Paris Hilton, whoever, and they go on, of course Lana did it. Of course she did it. The fucker was abusive to her. She shot him, or stabbed him, or whatever she did. I think stabbed? I forget. Anyway, the girls go out on the boats with these billionaires and millionaires, and they make you think they're living a good life. They're not. They're not living a good life. They're opening it up for these billionaires so these billionaires can buy them for the weekend. That happens all the time. It's what Dubai is about, okay? It's what Dubai is about. Mean Hollywood called Lean. Yeah, well, they always call you whatever. I mean, people call young people names too. They look at your pictures when you were young, and then look at the people that called you names.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the people that called you names. I got called all kinds of names, including Chinese and ethnic looking, whatever that means. Yes, Marilyn did sleep with both of the Kennedys. She had no choice, is what I'm saying.
Yep.
She was farmed out, prostituted out.
Yep.
Prostituted out. You understand?
She was.
There's no love affair going on there. It was used as blackmail. She's a honeypot. You go out, you do this, or we fuck you up. So
pretty much.
Yeah, Dubai is all. I mean, they're always like, I'm going to Dubai and I'm doing a deal. No, you're going out. It's fine if you can make 10 grand in a night or whatever it is you're doing. If they had a three-way, the brothers, then they're incestuous.
That's right.
Who? Okay.
Right.
Here's the thing.
Right.
I don't care who you sleep with. Sleep with who you want. Do whatever you want. No one cares.
Mm-hmm. No one cares.
But if you're sleeping with a family member in the bed with you, that is so crossing a line. I can't go there.
Yep.
Marilyn was passed around. That is crossing a line that I can't go there. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Ashley. Yeah, of course. They have managers. I managed when I was a stripper not to have a manager. I managed to be free for all because this is what I did. I'm telling you, this is what I did.
Yep.
I had to make a living. I wanted to make a living, but I acted like I didn't care if I made a living. So I acted like I had other things to do.
Yep.
And I acted I was smart, but I acted impatient and like attention span of a gnat.
Mm-hmm.
So you couldn't really pin me down. So I worked 3 weeks here and then bail on a club and go somewhere else. Moving, running, you can't catch me. You can't stay in the same neighborhood. They will scoop you up. It's like a pimp. If you keep standing on the same street corner, they're going to come for you. So Marilyn was already out there in the movies and whatever deals. And understand, like Anne Heche, who I feel tremendously sorry for because they took the will. I was a stripper for 10 years, from 14 to 23, actually, because John said, I'm not going to marry a stripper. Well, you're living with one.
Right.
You're fucking one. Right. One is cooking your breakfast. Yeah. Right. And showing up at the Christmas dinners. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you're not going to marry me? Dude. Rude. I know. Mew, is she on the couch? No, I think she moved. Thank you so much for that, Eric. I mean, dude, come on. You are going to marry a stripper because even if I'm not a stripper, you met me as a stripper, meaning you married a stripper. And I'm not going to, and he would say, oh my God, I told you, don't get me started. Anyway, I would tell you that I got insulted by family members. She was a dancer. And I'm like, it's stripper. I haven't sent it in yet. I have to get it to the post office this week. No, there was nothing wrong with it, especially if you meet me in a strip club. You met me. Mm-hmm. You were there tipping me. Mm-hmm. Dude.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. No, I've healed from that. I don't care. In fact, it was quite a compliment because back when I was stripping, we didn't have to pay the clubs. They paid us.
Yep.
I didn't have to pay anyone but the DJ to put my music on because he would play the music, know what I liked.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I didn't have my tapes ready, he would put that. Yeah, they tried to shame me. I have no shame. I know. I was like, dude, you're fucking a stripper. Like, I'm in your house. Like, you're having sex with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at your Christmas dinner table. Your kids know me. Your mom knows me.
Yeah. Well,
You're not going to marry a stripper. That's exactly who you married. Dude. Oh, my God. Anyway, I fell for it. Yeah, the Brass Rail in Toronto. Absolutely. And the Fillmore, East and West. And in fact,
I gotta hit install the Chime app today and get started.
Bernie Stein.
okay, so you guys liking it so far? This is going to be a long one. Okay, I'm sorry if I keep moving it around. No, I'm gonna try something. That's not gonna work. I don't want you guys to see it, but I'm trying to like get it to where it's this book just wants to get it to where it's just kind of hard for me to hold it up there. Let me see. Nope. God. Okay, well, I'm gonna do my best because like this is difficult, but I hope you're enjoying it so far. So okay, here we go.
Bernie Stein, I remember the owner of the Fillmores. I was a waitress there. So he bought me my first waitressing outfit in Toronto. I showed up, I had no money. And I was just going to waitress, right? And no, stripping wasn't hard because I waitressed in the strip club. So I was like, okay. So I was at, I think it was Fillmore's West, and it wasn't their downtown club. So he gave me $100 and he said, you better come back. Thank you, Michael, for that. Thank you so much. He said, excuse me, you're hired and you better come back. But he said, you can't show up like this. Like I whatever. I still wear ripped clothes and I'm wearing ripped pants right now. So anyway, yeah, Fillmore's downtown. So that's where I actually started. So I was a waitress there and there were like 14 waitresses in the club. And as soon as a customer walked in, I had this one girlfriend and she would be like, oh, and she had her like these huge breasts. And she would like get him, I think her name was Colleen. Anyway, she had her tray and she'd like, you come sit here. So she would get that order. So it was like whoever came in the door, waitresses were like on top of you to get your money, right? And so my friend Cheryl said, you want to go to Fort Erie with me and dance? Because my dance partner, whatever. And I said, I don't know how to dance. And she said, here's a costume and you're going to do it. So that's how I did it. And then I went back to Fillmore's downtown. You live in Fillmore, California. Went to Fillmore downtown. And I went on the lineup to dance. And I just remember the owner coming in and he never spoke to me again. He never spoke to me again. He looked at me, shook his head, just like I had disappointed him. And he never spoke to me again. Never said hi, never said boo, never said F you, never said nothing. He was very disappointed in me. I didn't care. That's how you make your money. Hi, Sweden. Shout out to Sweden. Absolutely. So that's, my husband tried to shame me too. Yeah. Oh, you really did get a degree while you were stripping. John would go, some of those girls are going to college. I'm like, well, the bitch you married isn't going to college. This bitch isn't going to college. This bitch is just trying to get money together. So the bitch you married, no college. She's just showing her hoo-ha for money. Okay. That's who you married. So know that. Yeah. It was just, yeah, I mean, like, okay, that's nice. Oh my God, I loved everything Michael Jackson because I had really good stomach muscles and I could move my stomach muscles by themselves. So that's what I did until I had kids and I could never move my stomach muscles the same again. It's what happens when you're pregnant. Oh, shout out to Sweden for the nice donation. Oh, thank you. I didn't even see it. Thank you for that. Oh my God, thank you guys for all the donations. Thank you, Ashley. You got to keep on track with me because I get so scattered. Anyway, do you think October will be a positive month? No, I do not. We're in October though. But first, let me get back to Marilyn Monroe. Okay, so yacht girls, they're all, whenever you see them on the yachts out there,
Mhm.
they're tanning. And understand that these circles of people date within their own circles. Yeah, she was probably pregnant. Yeah, Marilyn, why wouldn't she be pregnant? She's a woman, she's having sex. She probably terminated the pregnancies back then because she was a celebrity and they probably had control over her.
Mhm.
So, yes, no, I was a real person, whether I dance or I'm a hoe or whatever I am. It doesn't matter. But I mean, what I'm saying is it's just so funny because I've had so many men say, you did that. And they think they can, just random people, they think they can get one over on you. It's like, dude, if
I'm
you
sorry,
have
guys.
the breasts and the vagina to get up there, then you do it. You do it. You do it.
Do it.
You do it.
You do
Meghan
it.
Markle had to be something. She had to be something to get where she was married. Understand, they're not just letting you. There's no fairy tales like Julia Roberts, like, oh my God, she walked into the club and the guy saw it, I mean, right, Ashley? Ashley, you know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean. You come from the same background, Ashley. Different but similar, right?
Yeah.
Jason, call your mother. He's not going to call me after he sees this. But anyway, the yacht girls, the actresses, they go around. So I want you guys to understand. I want you guys really, 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 really to understand that who you're voting for in the acting industry, these people know who's going to win their awards. They're
Yep.
used as puppets, okay? So they're puppets. The Kardashians are puppets.
Yeah,
It's
they look
all
like
a
puppets.
scam. In other words, they are above us and we are stupid. And I'm spitting again. Anyway, and they are, we are nothing. Okay, we all clamor to have what they have. Also, think about major athletes. Go back to DiMaggio and then jump forward and think of all of these athletes now that make $250 million and whatever. I've never tried them. I'm super excited. Start thinking about the athletes now. They are paid into servitude.
Yeah.
Shaq and all those people paid into servitude. They are modern day slaves. And everybody's like, they make $250 billion, but they can't be themselves. So it is servitude. Why do you think there's alcohol and drug problems and
There
all
you
kind of
go.
rape issues and shit? Mike Tyson even, okay? And I like Mike Tyson.
Mhm.
I mean, he's a bit strange, but anyway, I like him. And then today I was researching some stuff and I was looking at Michael Jackson video. And it's one of those videos where it's not the song Black and White. You think he's talking about whitey and black skin, white skin, black skin, and that?
Mm-mm.
Masonic tiles, you all, black and white. Putting it out there to the masses, hidden in plain sight, black and white, black and white, black and white. Shut up, Michael Jackson. Anyway, Michael Jackson is, you. Remember how much he grabbed his crotch? What
Yeah,
the
I
actual
remember
hell
that.
was that
I
about?
was wondering
Right?
why
What
he did that.
Stop
Why is
with
he
your hand
grabbing
on your
himself?
Was Michael Jackson a ladies' man? Maybe one of his personalities was.
I'm
I
like,
can't
why
imagine
is he
it.
grabbing
I'm like,
himself?
I'm throwing up in my mouth right now. But anyway,
Why is he doing
Michael
that?
Jackson was always dancing, and his hand was always on his junk. So
Oh.
it really bothered me. Like nobody said, why is your hand? Because if I walked around with my hands
shit,
here
yeah,
or like on my
well,
crotch
touching
dancing
myself.
all the time, every single time, I think he had nose jobs because they shut him down and that he had an itch. Yes, maybe he did. But listen, on his crotch, when I looked at this video, and I can't remember what video it is, but it's somewhere around the time that he did Black and White, that song. Like when he
Yeah.
was on his own talking about the
black,
world and that kind of
it's
weird
white.
music he ventured off in
Yeah.
that wasn't his pop music and wasn't his
Oh,
intense music.
shit.
Okay, so eggplant grabbers. No, he's doing satanic hand gestures on his dick. I was looking and
I know.
I
He used
never
to grab
looked at this
himself. I'm like,
because every time he puts
he's
his
like,
hands down there, I'm just like rolling my eyes. And I love Michael Jackson in the Jackson 5.
What
But
the
why
fuck?
is little
Yeah.
baby Michael Jackson singing about love affair? It's all rigged.
Ooh.
Singing about all of that stuff. But I looked and he's doing the devil symbol from his crotch
right?
directed at the audience, like they all do, hidden in plain sight. And I was like, you little.
Hey, Grant Cardone here. What if I told you in 4 hours I could change everything about your life from the way you think to how much money you have in your bank account to where you live?
She's right. Okay. So now that she's talking about that, I always wondered why Michael Jackson would grab himself. Like why he would do that. I'm like, why is he grabbing himself? I would always wonder that myself, like, why is he doing that? Why is he grabbing himself? You know, I would always wonder that myself, and I noticed he would do that. So what she was talking about, and I found that very, very interesting. Like, I think he was secretly telling the audience to go bleep it, bleep to bleep to bleep 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 themselves on some people. You guys are gonna have to tell me what you think about Salon. I know her. Honestly, I know this is a long one. I apologize because normally I didn't think it was going to be this long. It's actually not really honestly that bad. You know, could be worse. So you're going to have to hang in there with me while I take a little bit of a break. I'm going to set the phone down because I can't do picture in picture. I wish I could just flip it to where you guys could see it, but I can't do it like that. So I have to do it ghetto fabulous. All right. It's advertisement, it's commercial. I got to take a break. I'll be right back. So just hang in there. Oh, maybe you can still listen to her. Actually, you want to know what? Yeah, why don't you still listen to her until I get back? It's going to be advertisements. You don't want to, never mind. Just hang on. I'm sorry about that. You get to have a little bit of a view of my wonderful, beautiful apartment. And I'll be right back, guys. I apologize. Oh, man. Is there any way? I don't want this to fall. Seems like it's kind of on the edge. Hang on. Let me try to fix this. Okay, I'm going to set this remote here. I'm going to move this around a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to set that there. Here we go. I'm going to move this over, Rover, so it's not going to fall off the couch. I'll be right back. All right. Woo! It's going to be a good YouTube live. You got to do this more often. Hope you guys like it. This is really a long one. I gotta watch it after I film it. All right. Oh yeah. Here we go, guys. I'm on my way, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm gonna small Bella's good, man. She knows her stuff. She can start being testing my abilities. Alright. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I know this is taking too much. This is taking forever. I don't know how much longer. I hope I could be on here for a while. It seems like it's a long time, but it's really honestly not that bad. Saying it's not cooperating. Come on. Ice Cube. I can't go any faster. Okay. Alright, guys. I'm going. Now you're like, come on. Hurry up. I'm going. This is awesome. Yeah, I just had to figure it out. I couldn't get the lighting and stuff right. That's been like 5,000 years to get there. Okay. Oops. All right. Here we go. Yeah. I'm talking about, guys. On my way. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Hey. Oh, wow. Everything is so meticulous. Everything is so meticulous. Okay. All right, here we go, guys. I am so sorry. I know. This takes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm just going to move this. Okay, here we go back. All right. Oh, come on. No. I want to see if it'll. Hang on. I'm sorry, guys. Man. No. Go back. What are you doing? No. Okay, there we go.
And how you travel. There's 4 things you have to know that will put you in a situation to go where you want, do what you want, as long as you want, with whomever you want. And I'm going to do a free education.
And I love his music, okay? But go look that video up. Literally, he's doing the hand gesture, the devil horns, on his back. How do you move your hands like that? It's one thing to grab your crotch, but now you're making hand gestures? Is that what you're doing? Speaking of people who do that shit, incantations, when they, I'm not even going to do the sign, when they almost did it, when they put their hands, I'm just going to put my hand like this, it's flat, and they move their hands and they're doing the first 2 fingers and the thumb, you're doing an incantation, bitch. I know what you're doing. So stop doing it, you jackass. Oh my God. Russell Brand. When you watch Russell Brand, and I went to see him before Keith died, not knowing Keith was going to die, but January of 2020. And Courtney Ray was there. You don't know Courtney Ray, but anyway, Courtney Ray's lovely. And she was there. So she's like, you're going in to see Russell. It was down at the convention center. I'm like, yeah. And she was going to see someone else. And we were going to see, there were all the alien people there, you know, New Age convention. Anyway, Russell was there. Yes, Russell is very, very possessed. He doesn't look it on camera on his TikTok, but in person, I watched him. So there was 400 of us, I think, maybe in this. And I sat next to this little girl that flew into town. And we sat there and I watched him walk around the room and I watched his hand gestures and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I know what you're doing. Yeah. You don't fool me. But what they do is they try to whip up Sloan, I can't watch. Yeah, I can't either. I'm with you, Andrea. So what they're doing is they're whipping up Beyonce does it. She takes the the two front fingers and the thumb, and then like that, okay? She's doing that. That's an incantation. She's doing it in your fucking face. And anytime they start with the hand gestures, now I realize kids my age and kids older, whatever, old people. Thank you, Lynn, for that. Thank you so much. I recognize that we are taught like the peace sign is okay. We are taught if I do the okay sign, I am not Illuminati, but we're taught all of that. Like people grow up and they do all of that, right? Mm-hmm. They do all of those signs. So we think it's normal. But when you do, I think you can. I love my music. But then sometimes I think about the person. I'm like, I can't. But Russell, no, Gemini. He says he's spiritual. I can tell you a lot of things. Do you know what I am? You don't know what I really am unless you know me in my personal life. Then you know me by my actions. I'm telling you. I watched Russell and I watched the way that he quickened the energy in order to harness the vibration in the room.
Sorry, guys.
It's an actual thing. Psychics can see that. Psychics can walk in a room and see energy coming off of people. That's an actual fact. So if you can see that, yes, Ashley, you know for sure. Ashley knows more. I'm not even going to say, but Ashley's been with I'm not talking sexually, but she's been around billionaires and she knows. She knows, okay? And she knows. She knows.
And she
I'm
knows,
singing that song.
and she knows.
But Russell, when they do the hand gestures, what? You don't think people know that? I may be polite and watch you, but I keep it in my head what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I know who you are. And God's always stepped forward in front of the beast system. So every time the beast puts out somebody like Russell Brand, there's a whole other side counterbalance to that. So Russell's free to do it. But keep in mind, he's controlled opposition. Russell Brand is in the system, and you don't get out of the system. You do. Nope. Oh, Stevie Nicks is a high witch. Linda Ronstadt, I don't know about her. She dated Governor Moonbeam. I don't even know what to say about that. But but Jimi Hendrix, they're still all in there. They're still all included. You do not get into that level of power, end up with sex addiction, end up with all that shit.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me for today's talk. There's an urgent situation unfolding.
So we get really interrupted again. I am so sorry about this. But I have to say that she's right on. Okay? She's right on the money. And I'm sorry if I keep moving my phone around and stuff, but I'm just actually trying to get it to where you guys can see her. Because she tends to move around and go up close and move back. She's like really up close to the camera. So I don't know how it's going to be when you guys actually watch this off YouTube. So my apologies ahead of time.
Okay. And today,
the only reason they have sex addiction, men, you could argue, are all going to have sex addiction. Yes, amazing, exactly. You could argue all men have sex addiction. They love to stick that thing anywhere and everywhere and touch it and show you and send you dick pics. And it's like, again, dude. All right. But anyway, yes, Michael Landon, Chris Cornell, all of them. You are not getting into a club where they're going to give you millions upon millions of dollars and let you be famous. You may sign up for the club and not understand it. Bad Bunny, okay, he's practically doing possession rituals on stage. Come on. But you are not gonna, he's raising the dead. You know what he's doing. So is Billie Eilish, whatever her name is. I mean, she's rolling her eyes back in her. Look at who's back there photobombing us. She's sitting on Keith's jacket again. She knows her Keithy. But they're all Puff Daddy. Please. Yeah. Puff Daddy. That's how J-Lo got her start. You remember back in the 90s or late 80s when Puff, she's behind there on Keithy's jacket. She's sitting on his jacket. Do you remember in the late 80s or 90s where somebody accused Puff Daddy of murder in a club in Los Angeles or New York? I don't know where it was, wherever. And J-Lo testified that he didn't shoot the gun. When do you think her career took off? She did that for him. They did that for her. Puff Daddy's notorious for what? On the down low. He liked it on the down low. But see, the reason they like it on the down low, and here's the thing. If you're groomed since childhood in these families, which they are, Tom Hanks included, all of them included, okay? I don't care who it is. If you are Kevin Sorbo, probably as well. I don't know if he's a great guy or not. But if you're groomed in these families, you are used to the sodomy ritual. If that's how you get off when you're little, you're going to keep pursuing it. Doesn't necessarily mean you're gay. It means you've been groomed to like that. Sometimes rape victims get off on the idea of rape. You've heard that before.
Yes, I have.
I definitely think so with Olivia Newton-John. Okay, I'm sorry, but I definitely think so. So I just believe that they all are. I don't care, but like, you're not fooling me. I may look at your face, I may smile to your face, but God's always stands in the present. So God is going to use you as you are needed for the balance of the beast system. But I watched Russell Brand and I was like, who's this fucker think he's kidding? And you can see him, okay? You can see him. You can see him, right?
Yep.
You just can.
Yep.
Rihanna, just a demon.
Yeah.
Beyonce, Jay-Z,
Beyonce,
Demon,
yeah.
Demon, Chester, absolutely. They're all in the club. Absolutely, Wolf Mother, you know it. They're in the club. Of course, you are not getting famous. You are not getting that famous unless you are doing something. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's the way it is. I don't even know who ASAP Rocky is. Okay. Blake Shelton, I mean, you know who's the one that's obvious, and you can tell with the greed. Look at the line of bullshit. Look at the line of I have to plug this in. Look at the line of bullshit they tell us about Taylor Swift. Oh my God, she wrote her own music. I'm not saying she didn't, by the way. She wrote her own music, and the record labels didn't want her to do it. So she went off and did it herself. But her dad's a very wealthy man. So you, Lady Obvious, Lady Gaga. I mean, come on, all of them.
I like Lady Gaga.
All of them. I don't know what to say. Just all of them. And the fact that everybody, the fact that, and another thing, as I get older, yes.
What are you doing this one?
Yes, and yes. You will not make it to the level of billionaire status. I hate to ruin it for everybody. Yeah, I mean, come on. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I know. Well, Dolly Parton, go look at all the ritual shit she's done. All her roses on her coverage. Come on. And it's fine. They can do what they want. But I want you to understand when you see, no, Naomi Judd, please. I want you to understand. Elvis, definitely. 100%. Elvis, definitely. He was set up from the beginning. I want you to understand, though, if you're a 20-year-old and they're telling you you can be complete Johnny Depp, is this not obvious to y'all? Come on. Anyway, and same with this little girlfriend, the crazy one, her wife or whatever. Lizzo, come on. Okay, Lizzo. Okay, don't get me started. I don't mind Lizzo's work, but I have a real problem, and I'm going to be really honest. Don't yell at me. If you're morbidly obese, you are unhealthy. If you are obese over 30 pounds, 40 pounds, you are unhealthy. Yeah. So the fact that we say we should embrace it is embracing people to die of an early heart attack or blood clot or cholesterol. You cannot be healthy with that much extra weight on your body. Y'all remember what it was like to be pregnant? Do you remember that? You remember? Yeah. Do you remember how it damaged your body? Mm-hmm. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What the hell is Lizzo? But okay. No, Lizzo, the actress, singer. Eddie Van Halen, I hate to say it, but yes, Lizzo, all of them. You are not. Mackenzie Phillips talks about her father raping her. She comes from one of those families. Here's the problem. When you're a child that comes from one of those families and you are incested, raped, sodomized, whatever it is, and now I'm going to lose this video too. If that happens to you, and were you comfortable with an extra 54 pounds on you? No, you weren't. So if you're born in one of those families, Adele seems like a clone to me. It's very, very, very hard to Coolio, obviously. Garth Brooks, that's the guy. Oh my God, could he be greedier and gobble up all the attention?
I do not like Garth Brooks. Oh.
Trying to catch me riding dirty. 30-day money back guarantee.
Here's to sampling seasonal special.
I'm sorry, you guys. I can't stand Garth Brooks. I've never liked him. Okay. I don't know about you, but Salone, like I said, she's good. She's right on the money.
To indulging in sweet
She is.
fall flavors, and you waited up
like a pig. That guy gobbled. Oh my God, he's not. He's just greedier than the rest of them. Yeah, Mackenzie Phillips, the older sister, Wilson Phillips. Michelle Phillips married her dad, and look up Mackenzie Phillips. She writes about it. I'm not making it up. It was a thing when I was a kid too. She was a heroin addict. She was on drugs. My mom took me to see her speak as if that was gonna stop my behavior. You got to stop the molesting in the house. That's gonna stop the behavior. Ladies, slap your men. Don't call your children whores. Don't say it's your children's fault. Slap your fucking men back, because you're allowing them to do it by turning an eye and being competitive with your children, for God's sakes. For God's sakes, okay? Because that's what's going on. Yeah. Oh, Garth Brooks is so obvious. He's sickened me always.
Yep.
And I don't care if he's talented or not talented
Right,
or
so.
whatever. All moms. But yes. No, my mom was abusive that way too. I had both parents who were sexually abusive. Covertly and overtly at different times. But that's where I come from. It doesn't matter. If you've got it really doesn't. If you have a child that's 6, 7, or 8 and you have to call them a whore, you better go look at your husband. If you're calling them a whore, your child is acting out.
Amen.
Why is your child acting out? Step boyfriend, grandfather, husband, it travels on down. So you know what's happening. So stop saying that to your kids. Yeah, we all love Eddie Van Halen. Absolutely. Yes. Well, Amber's billionaire parties. Come on. Amber's a high priestess, and they all got to go deal with her. I believe Susan Sarandon too. Look at her politics. The agenda. They can't have their own opinion. Okay, they cannot have their own opinion. Yes, I did rise from the ashes, and here I am. No, they can't have their own opinion. Okay, they cannot have their own opinion. They can't have their own thought. There's only people like Arnold, controlled opposition. And then there's the Barbara Streisands of the world. How can all these people be so dense and vote for Newsom or Trudeau? What's wrong with this world? You can see what's going on. It's not even a political thing, but they all espouse the same thing. In your circle of friends, does every single person in your friend group say the same thing politically? I've never run into it in my friend group. We can all agree on some things, but then we're vastly different. You can take 10 friends, and you even get people who, some think there's nothing wrong with smoking weed or microdosing, and others do in a friend group. But all these celebrities espouse the same thing out of their mouth. No, you're puppets. I do like Susan Sarandon. I like all the actors. I grew up, no, not Marina. Yeah, Marina whatever her name is, the spirit cooker. She's obviously a Satanist. That is the definition of conjuring up an entity. If you're in the metaphysical world at all, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, you understand how they're conjuring up shit. That's what they're doing. Okay. Yes. Oh, George Clooney, please.
I can't stand him.
Coolio can speak out all he wants. Abramovic, thank you. Thank you, Ashley. Julie Andrews as well. You don't think Julie Andrews got work? I can't. Why do you think somebody who's that kind of singer versus every other good kind of singer? And again, I'm going to tell you the story of my friend Leslie. Keithy was 2.5. Jason was 3 years older. My friend Leslie that I worked out with in Burbank, she was fantastic. She was a December 9th, like Jimmy's birthday, and her brother died on a motorcycle back then when he was 18. When she was a kid. I didn't know her when that happened, but that was part of what her thing was. She was the most talented, creative person I've ever met. Not only was she physically able to do all the exercises and beautiful, she was friendly and kind. She could paint and draw. She made these big 6-foot-tall Andrews sisters, singing Andrews sisters. She was a puppeteer. And she did all of that. She got hired by Disney at the El Capitan, and she gave us all her tickets to go.
El Capitan.
watch her
That would've
perform.
been awesome.
Not only did she sing 1940s, tunes. Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much for that. Not only did she sing all the songs from the 40s in her own voice, spectacular. Okay, spectacular. She had I think it was the Lennon sisters or the Andrews sisters. Anyway, she had these 3 6-foot-tall puppets that she worked simultaneously herself while singing ventriloquist. Okay, she was fucking incredible, amazing. I loved her. I saw her every morning at the gym. I loved her. Okay, loved her. She was so incredible. My kids loved her. She was like fun. She puppeteered she was on The Apprentice, and she puppeteered with Prince back in the day on the Muppets, okay? She was incredible, but she was always behind the scenes under her puppets. I don't know where she is now. She'd probably be a couple of years younger than me. And she was spectacular. Blonde, cute. I remember I just came across her wedding invitation. She had Elvis, her and her husband got married, and I think it was an Elvis wedding.
Nice.
And she was incredible. Okay. No, Leslie, my friend Leslie.
Nice.
And whatever contract that hi Katrina, how are you, honey? Whatever contract that Leslie signed with Disney, she didn't sign it enough. And they bought out her act. They stole her name. They took those puppets and shelved them and got rid of her like that.
That's awful.
So she literally lost that. They stole that girl's shit. They cannot stand creativity. That's why all these idiots these suits that you go and you talk to in the networks. I'll never get another interview there anyway, but I've been to all the networks, and I've pitched TV shows to every network you can think of. Lifetime,
Yep.
Oh my God, not Vice, True TV, and it was Court TV, all the studios, whatever, all of them. When you talk to those suits, they want the same story over and over and over and over again. They cannot stand your creativeness. If you are creative, my future's elsewhere is right. If you're creative, they hate you for it. The essence of who they are is theft. The essence of who they are is stealing your creative identity. And Leslie was incredible, okay? She literally could sing. You could throw a song at her, and she was incredible, okay? Yes, exactly. Exactly, Michelle. With your art. I'm assuming you do art. Leslie was incredible, and they stole her concept. They shelved her concept. And that's what they try to own you. Yeah. They try to own you. I actually will tell you another story about this fucking producer. Okay, so this producer I worked with, and I was young and I was stupid and probably desperate to make money in a big way, because if everybody knows, if you can get a record label, if you can get on a TV show, you're going to be able to have big money, drive nice cars, send your kids to private school, travel, shit like that, right? If you don't have an education, entertainment is the place to go. They don't require anything. You don't have to have a degree. You can go do Shakespeare all you want. That's Kelsey Grammer. Ever curious about all the people that died in Kelsey Grammer's life? Sacrifice. Anyway, go look up all the people that died in his life and how famous he got and then how he disappeared. Producer, thank you for that, Jenna. Thank you. I'll talk about the Beatles after this one. So,
Guys, I just found a way to get your paycheck up to 2 days early. Just open a Chime account and set up direct deposit. No more waiting for payday.
Oh, I hope I'm not offline. Okay. I'm really sorry, guys, about that. So something I was on my phone really messed up. Unfortunately, this is going to be a long one, a long live stream. So you're going to have to forgive me. I know I keep taking breaks. I'm really, really sorry. I want you guys to make sure that you like and you share and you subscribe and you can join my live. I mean, you can more than welcome join my live, and I do these lives off my laptop because they're just so easier for me to do the videos. Well, I'm figuring it out. I'm pretty much doing a ghetto style off of my phone and stuff like that. So just hang on a second. I'm really sorry. I hope I'm still on here because once I got that notification, I was kind of freaked out. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. Just hang tight. Do what you gotta do. Go get something to drink. Go to the bathroom. I don't know, take a break. This is gonna be a long one. And I don't know if you guys are gonna like me doing, some people like longer. I know that I viewed my videos and you guys have like almost stuck with me for an hour. So let me know. I don't know. You know, you can post stuff in my comments too if you cannot join my lives. I need feedback. Oh, thank you. All right, I'll be right back. Woo. Yeah, this is a rough one. Okay, I ain't trying to have this fall off the couch. Hang on. I'm going to move this over, Rover. There we go. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, wow. There's a lot that goes into this, isn't there? Well, I'm learning. Thank you very much. All right. So I'm trying to build a career after, so I'm going to be coming on here way more. Well, yeah. Oh. Okay, here we go. You're not offline. That was a trick. You're not offline. That was a trick. All right, here we go. Crazy. Oh yeah. Oh. Crazy, right? All right, I'm coming back. We're almost wrapping it up. Whew. This is crazy, isn't it? I'm really sorry, guys. I don't know how long this YouTube lets you decide to go for. And I don't edit, so. Again, I apologize. I'm still trying to figure this out. Okay, here we go. Back to Salone. Bella.
Anyway, this producer, he was selling a psychic show, right? And he tell me some of your client stories. Because he's not fucking psychic, right? You're not psychic. They're my stories. Really stupid. And it's from my own greed about wanting to be in the industry and on camera. I'm like, I had this client. I didn't give names, but this situation. So there were about 9 stories. This fucker went into somewhere in Burbank. I can't remember. I said, I'll meet you there. He's like, no, you don't need to come to the meeting. This fucker did not want to take me in because he wanted to say that he conceived of the whole show. You will never conceive of a psychic show because you don't work as a psychic. So you don't even know what I'm talking about. You're simply stealing to make yourself money and drive your Mercedes off of people who are trying to get where you are, but you're not even playing nice. Yes. So he's like, oh no, you can't come to the meeting. John was like, go get your stories back. Anyway, and then I had another group of people that worked for a very famous TV show come and steal some of my write my stories, and then here's the line of bullshit they used. Here's the line of bullshit. So they're taking my stories in my house, commenting on my personal life like they're so special, and you look like a fat little troll. Anyway, this bitch and her husband.
No, Salon,
so I'm talking, and they're writing a TV show, and they say it's going to be premised on my life. So they go, you don't want to use your real name, do you?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
Yeah,
well, you don't want people to know that you lived that life.
Mm-hmm.
I did live that life. That is my fucking life. That's why I use my name, Sloan. I do not call myself the tarot reader, the psychic, the astrologer. No, I'm Sloan. So I had to write him an email and say, those are my life stories. And unless you're going to use the name Sloan, those are my stories. And yes, you'll notice in the TV show Medium, and I don't know, it's a combination of people, but it is, what's her name? She was on The Housewives. Oh my God, what is her name? Alison Dubois.
There you go.
But it was really interesting because it's very parallel other psychics' life. And then it was the aerospace industry. She married a man in aerospace who stayed home with the kids. Yeah, that would be me too. But she knew, I believe, who produced that show. Was that Ted Danson or Kelsey Grammer? Whoever produced the show, she knew, they knew. So Sloan is my birth name. Anyway, the point is, this guy wanted to take my life stories because they're mine and they don't have their own. Like, get your own life. Kelsey Grammer. Yeah, thank you. Get your own life. And then they don't want to use your name. You know why? Because you get credit for it. So I had to shut that down. I had to say, you get credit for it. But that's why I am public with my life. So I am public with my life. It's very fucking interesting. I think she was Kelsey Grammer's psychic. So it's probably legit how we hired her for that, because I think that she was his psychic for real. But this is what they do. They steal. They don't have their own life, right?
Nope.
Now here we go again. You want your freedom.
Wow. Okay, so we keep getting interrupted. I'm really sorry, guys. Trying to get through this with... Okay, I'm sorry.
They don't have their own lives, so they steal your stories and pretend it's theirs. You have no idea how much that happens. You have no idea how much that happens. And they need somebody that they can... Yeah, no, I pitched at every network. Not my life story, other psychic shows with a business partner of mine. We went into every network, and we were going to be launched. I even had this happen to me. You want to know what I had happen to me? And I was too fucking dumb to know it. John was like, how dumb are you? And he was right. I was really dumb. But see, this is where childhood trauma comes in. So let me tell you the story. I had a best friend. She'd be close to John's age. You know me and the older people. Older in age. Probably older in spirit too. Anyway, she was so well-versed in the psychic world. I'm not going to say what she did for a living because I'm not going to out this person, but we were good friends and I adored her. She was like a best friend and a mother all in one. And she knew everything psychic and was an incredibly, greedy. If you're naive, you're greedy. I should know better. I know better now. You can't offer me shit. I don't want your shit. I don't care. But anyway, she was like a mother figure and a business partner, and we could talk, and it was about all the metaphysical stuff. And till this day, I miss her, but I can't talk to her. Anyway, we were doing, 60 Minutes. We were launching our own show. We were supposed to launch on Rachel Ray, before Rachel Ray, as it was a psychic dinner show kind of thing. That's all I'm going to say. We were supposed to launch. We were working with Paramount. We were supposed to launch on the Rachel Ray show. The producers of the Rachel Ray show said, you two, person A and person B. I'm person B, she's person A, right? And Did I cancel your reading? Not on purpose. I probably wasn't in that week. But my web guy put my calendar up. Anyway, Rachel Ray was just launching. They were just doing it. They're like, you can do the psychic food. No, it was Rachel Ray. Psychic food show. Okay, so that's what we were doing. We were setting up to do it. We were performing like monkeys all over town. Okay, performing like monkeys all over town. John remembers this so well, and he knows who I'm talking about. Anyway, we were going to do a thing on 60 Minutes. Okay, 60 Minutes. This murder thing. So I remember driving home with the kids in the car. Get a phone call. I get a phone call from one of the producers, and they're like, person A is not your friend, but she's my business partner, right? I'm like, okay. And then I literally get a phone call from one of the hosts on 60 Minutes. The actual people you see on TV. I've never met this woman. She tells me, your business partner just tried to replace you on the show. Your business partner just tried to replace you on the show with another psychic. We signed a deal we signed a deal together.
Yep.
We signed a deal together. No, I fucking me, because I have such a childhood mother wound, which I figured out later, could not hear that my best friend would do this. I could not fucking hear it. Could not.
Right.
And by the way, she was a stellar on-camera person, a beautiful woman, metaphysical, one of the best mediums I know, okay?
Yeah.
Very good. Like everything. Her family's highly connected. They're all in the industry.
Yeah.
She had an amazing life.
Yeah.
She did marry a billionaire. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, I'm not going to say which one because then you'll know who she is. But incredible. And I randomly met her, for another TV show. Like I walked into her. Thank you for that, Genesis. Thank you. Okay, wait. What do you think of Nick Cannon? Yes.
Ow.
Yes. Good idea. I've got two, the Beatles and then Nick Cannon. I hear that. Anyway, when the TV host called me and said that, I hung right up. I called my friend. I said, you try to fucking undermine me? She's like, they're lying. They're lying.
Right.
Okay, I believed her because I was so desperate to have my friend. I needed a female mother figure friend, okay? So I was so desperate to have that, I believed her. And it could be true because these executives running the studio could try to undermine you and fuck with you, right? So, long story short, couple of years later, some shit happens, and I end up in court with one of my children, Keithy, and his little gaggle of friends, all of them. They're in court. They're kids.
Right.
They pulled some stunts. Keithy drove the getaway car. He didn't know he was driving the getaway car. Anyway, Keithy was driving the car. So Keithy was in court. One of the other boys' mothers, who I did not know, me and John are sitting there. This woman and her child are sitting there. Then my other friend and her son are over there. And all the lawyers are there. We didn't have a lawyer because we didn't do anything. Keith borrowed the car. The kids called him, pick him up. He didn't know what was going on. Anyway, he picked them up and he drove our car. So, like, we let him drive the car. That's all.
Right.
Anyway, long story short, those kids did the deed and Keith got pulled into it. Long story. The woman next to me, whose son I didn't know, she's friends with my friend's daughter, okay, who's in the industry. And she goes, I work for the same show as her. I've been in the house. So I call my friend and I'm in court and I'm like, Keith's friend that I don't know, the mother works with you. That was the beginning of the end because she started accusing me and my son of a bunch of shit that was a crock of shit, that was a bunch of crap. And and then she did one last thing to me. I had another friend that was a psychic and not an astrologer. And she's like, I just pitched you in a show as the astrologer. I am an astrologer. And then she goes, but they wanted this psychic. I said, but she's not an astrologer. Well, they think she is a better astrologer than you. You know what I said? Bye, bitch. And that was in 2013. I never spoke to her again because I then understood what was happening. So it was just terrible. So the problem is when you want to get in the industry, there's a level of greed in yourself for you wanting to be an actor. Because it's not a skill. It's who you blow, basically, or who you allow, or what you do. Sorry, don't get mad at me.
No, you're
I
right.
know there's talented people out there. They're not the ones making it, though. No, it was the most horrific thing. I mean, I can't even.
Yep.
And John would tell me, we never did the 60 Minutes. Never. No, the show, I walked out of it. I was half owner of the show. I just, whatever. But no, it has nothing to do with being pretty. No, not Lisa Williams. Again, Lisa Williams, and we did pitch a show at Lifetime, our dinner show, and Lisa Williams, whatever her show was called at the time, Merv Griffin had a backdoor butt deal with her, quote, husband / manager. I think they were both gay, actually. I heard that back then. I went into the interview because we knew the girl interviewing us at the network. Merv Griffin had a deal with Lisa Williams. I guess he might have been her boyfriend at the time. She married him, but he was really her manager, and then they were both gay. So you get what I'm saying. And when Merv died, her show went off the air. I want you to understand that's that's what happened.
Uh-huh.
So Sylvia Brown, she started off, she came up the ranks, and not Kim Russo. I'm talking about Lisa Williams. That's what happened back then. We came in right behind her at the network for Lifetime, and they told us that back then. So don't be coming for me in the fucking comments. I was told that at the time, and I can't even remember what year that was. A Lavender Marriage, exactly. So I've run into so much, and then I was blackballed out of Paramount. I was blackballed around town thanks to my friend. She said some bullshit. I got called a witch in town. I got called a witch by the vice president of Paramount. And in fact, I had another client. That when that vice president went on to another network, and she was with a huge network before it, my client called me for a reading while he was at work on his break.
Yeah.
And he asked his boss, who happened to be that woman. And I think he said, I'm going to get fired because the look on her face. So I had to explain the story to him. The look on her face. That's what he said when he mentioned I'm calling my psychic. And she loves psychics. She's like, who? And he's like, Sloan Bella. And he said, I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose my fucking job. I was like, dude, I didn't even know you were working for her. It was on a random network, and he still continued to hire me after, okay? Right. No, I don't know Chip Coffey, but I do know the production company that produced his show. And I've been on many an audition over there and some pitch meetings with them. So where they take a show and they need a psychic face to show up and do the pitch. You understand, when you go into these meetings as a psychic, you go into a round table of suits, women, men, whatever, and they all look at you and they're like, so tell us your story. You have to be very careful. If you mention your story, suddenly it's their fucking story, right? And so if you mention your story and you're talking to them and then they're like, well, can you read me? Can you read me? And if you get it right on any level whatsoever, you're going to be fucked if you get it right, okay? They're not going to hire you because you know who they are, okay?
You know the truth.
So I don't know what to say. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, that's exactly. So I'm lucky I escaped it, but it was my own fault because the more you want something, I don't care what I have now. Like, it doesn't matter to me at this point in my life, and it comes very easily. Mm-hmm. The more you want something, the more you're willing to do. These people want something so badly. Look at Garth Brooks. Mm-hmm. He gobbled up all of the food at the buffet. That man ate all the buffet food, all of it. Gobble, gobble, gobble. That's why he's so famous. So when they're young, they want it. P. Diddy, he want that fame. I want to be a mogul. I want to be a this. Did you hear Mary J. Blice's story about working with P. Diddy back in the day, right? Back in the day. Yeah, and she's got records all on the radio. And he's managing her, right? Mm-hmm. He's not paying her. Dude, you're getting money for her being on the radio. Give her $50 over here. Give her $50. It's her shit. She didn't get paid for an entire year. Damn. And all of this interning for free shit, don't do that anymore. That's part of the beast system. If you're working, get a pay for it. I don't care how they pay you, but get some kind of pay. They could buy your dinner. They could buy you coffee. They could make a car payment. They could get you gas. They could do whatever. Right. But do not work for the experience. Disney does that in Florida. Oh, you come here, we'll give you lodging, we'll give you this, and you work for free. Fuck you. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it. No unpaid internship. That's just another word to steal from you.
No, thank
Period.
you.
It's just your kids should be getting paid. I don't care if they know shit. They're born with natural gifts. That's the whole concept of this world. We are born with natural ability.
Yeah,
some little
that's
kids
right.
can sing. Some are artists. Some are good chefs. Some are kind, like nursing. Some are like little vets. Some are very good at therapy and understanding things. Why would they work for free for you? What? They don't have to pay for something?
Nobody. Nope.
What do you mean you hear me, but when you need money? No. You are
You
agreeing to something in a gang. Just go shoot that dude and we'll give you $1 million. No, that's ethically wrong. So if you go do it, don't think that you're going to get out of the gang just because your morals change and you had your own kids and you're getting old in your life and you want things to be good for you and you want to repent for what you've done, because you can't get out of what you signed is what I'm saying. You're in it for life. And if you need money, go make money. You can go be a stripper. You can suck dick for money. You can cook in a restaurant. You can waitress in a restaurant. You can go to a bar. You can do a lot of things for money. You don't have to do what they want you to do for money like that. You really don't.
Yep, she's right.
You really don't. Seriously, you really don't. So it's a whole thing. And no unpaid interns. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now, as for the Beatles, these days you need to make money. Everybody, when did you not need to make money? When did you not need to make money? Come on now. Come on now. When did you not need to make money? Okay. Like, come on. It doesn't matter. You're only here for if you're lucky, you're only here for a couple of years on this planet. If you're unlucky, you live to be 90. You live to be 90.
Yeah.
I don't know who Laura Day is. If I do, I can't remember. I can't remember. But if you're a bitch to money, then you're ruining the energy of money. You're never going to get what those people get without doing something really against God. And I'm not joking you. You're really not. You're not going to get anywhere. So you can make money though on your own. You can make money on your own. You can make a lot of money. Why do you have to be a billionaire? And it should tell you, all these people, these billionaires, right? All of these billionaires, they aren't sharing their money. Philanthropy, my ass, okay? They don't do philanthropy. They tell you they do that while they're robbing you, okay? With their corporations and their tax shelters and all their bullshit. So don't listen. Make an honest living. Be a good person. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family, and money will come to you. Oh, the queen and her jewelry. What the hell? Yeah, now the bitch is dead. Where, her jewelry? Give back that jewelry you robbed. Troll lady. Okay, I don't know much about the Beatles. I don't like their music. I thought it was kind of stupid. So I don't know much about it, but they were so famous that, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, John Lennon,
I don't know.
They're always pushing an agenda. Always.
Yeah.
That's what they are. They are puppets. They're not autonomous. They're not free to do whatever.
No.
You can take my money from me. You can take my clothes from me. You can take everything from me. I don't fucking care. I'm not going to do what you want me to do. I would rather have that kind of freedom to say no to your bullshit and never get what I think I want, because I've been brainwashed to think that that's the way to get what I want. You know?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Mm-mm. That's right. Yeah, I'm sure Paul is dead. Paul beat his wife, too. I mean, I don't know what to say. Okay, Led Zeppelin, you're pushing the bunch. But yeah, they're all the same. I don't know what to say. There's always an agenda. I don't want to hear your agenda. Elon Musk seems like a clone to me. I'm sorry. He just does. The Beatles sang about stupid shit. And I mean, some of their songs are okay. I'm not a huge Beatles fan, really. I'm not. Oh, yeah, October. So we're coming up on an eclipse it's an eclipse. We have an eclipse, and by the end of the month, we're going Mars retrograde. That's right. Sloan at 48. I don't want her need. Yeah, you're lucky. You came to it first after Keith died. Well, before Keith died, I stopped. I gave up. I gave up on my life a long time ago, to tell you the truth, on never getting anywhere. And Keith was the one that, as you know, had me do this channel. But after Keith died, I really don't fucking give a shit. So I don't care. There's nothing you can give me in this earth that's of any value to me except bringing my son back, and you can't do that. So I can't be bought at this point. I probably could have been before, but not that way. I wasn't going to do anything like that. So I just was never going to do it. And a lot of times they try to tie you down like for a year so you can't do another psychic show, or for 10. Fuck off. I am psychic. I was born this way. I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm not going to listen to you. I heard about Bill Murray, mental patient. And you know what? I heard that from my friend Claudette, the one that did Mad Men, did the set design. She told me about Bill Murray. She tells me everything before it ever breaks in news. Bill Cosby, and so did my former friend tell me about Bill Cosby. I've been told a lot of stuff that comes out to be true. So don't ever think it isn't. They're not good people. They're not. Mm-mm.
No.
No, I probably wouldn't do anything on TV. I don't care. Who cares? I don't care. I mean, at this point in my life, I'm just waiting to leave the planet. I'm not going to kill myself, but what I'm saying is I'm waiting to go be with my son. And that's about all I care about.
That's okay.
There's nothing of appetite here,
That's okay.
if that makes sense.
That's
But at a
okay.
certain point, and to quote a friend of mine, it's a good day to die. Who's
Okay.
quoting an actor, but I can't remember the actor he's quoting. Anyway, when it comes to how were we talking about? Oh my God, I just forgot what I was talking about. It's like I'm crazy. Bill Murray. No, I wasn't talking about Bill Murray. Something else. Bill Murray. I think he's. Oh, the eclipses. Thank you. The eclipses. Okay, so the eclipses. We have an eclipse,
Oh my
and then we have
God,
Mars
Simone.
retrograde 2 days before Halloween, or right around Halloween, until January. The fuckery that men will be pulling in the news and the media because it's in Gemini. Oh my God. Oh my God. We're going to see some fuckery. Fuckery out of the mouths of men. Remember I said that. I am not picking on men. It's Mars. Mars equals men. When it's Venus retrograde, it's women. I'm saying this is Mars retrograde in Gemini. That means the information coming from men in your life, men at the gas station, men wherever you find the men, is going to be nuts, okay? Nuts. Oh my God. And I do believe a stock market crash right around Halloween, right around that time frame. I believe they're setting it into motion. That's what I believe. I never cared for Halloween, but my little guys loved it so much that it was actually enjoyable, but it is a bad holiday. However, we've been taught that it isn't, that they use our energy on Halloween to hide behind the masks that you see what they do? Little kids are enjoying it. Families are enjoying it. There's all kinds of good stuff, but they do it to fuck with us. Fuck with us. Yeah. It's chocolate day. But my kids used to love it. Keith loved to dress up like an army guy. Jason liked to dress up like Scream with the fake blood. They love that. Little kids love it. They love to go out. They just love it so much. But then there's other shit that goes on, and they take our energy and they dumb it down to their dumb energy. So yeah, there's a lot. Yes, they do on Halloween. We're not doing it. I'm not going to be accountable for what they're doing. I'm not accountable for what they're doing. No. If you have a little kid and you want to dress your little kid up and go trick-or-treating, go do that. Why would you not? Don't listen to them. I'm not listening to them anymore. No. So there you go. Brand does a lot of hand. Yes, he does. He does his hand gestures. He's doing I know what he's doing. He's taking these two fingers. Okay, these two fingers, and he's opening them. And then he's putting his thumb. You see what I'm doing? That's what he's doing. When you point that at someone, you're actually putting a spell on them. Now, it depends if you believe it or not. I know what he's trying to do, and I'm blocking his fucking energy. Like, how dumb do you think everybody is when you do that? What do you think? We don't know that? Oh, my God. Okay. Occult 101. Okay. Anyway, they all do it, though. Watch the singers. But in particular, the one I noticed today was Michael Jackson with his hand on his wiener doing the devil horns. Why? How does your hand get like that? Like, how? I can't make those gestures by accident. So how are you doing that? It's like the gang signs when they're all like this. How are you doing that? You're doing it on purpose is what you're doing. That's what you're doing. So there's that, right? Right. Wait, I stopped recognizing man-made. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
The man-made holidays is designed around the beast system in order to keep us trapped in their loop because we celebrate at the same time. They bounce off our energy. Now, it just depends if you believe energy is true or not. If you believe people have energy. So we have energy.
Oh man.
And so right now, all of a sudden, I just got tired, and I must wait. Michael Jackson, I know what he is.
Yeah.
But see, on that documentary they did with Michael Jackson, where they kept talking about looking up his rump, whatever.
His rump.
They're doing that because it elicits such a response, and Michael Jackson was doing that because that's part of the ritual. Nick Cannon and his lupus. I have no idea why that man won't wear a condom. And it's none of my business, actually. If he has money, I guess he can do what he wants. I don't know what the need is for that many kids. I don't know. I mean, it's to procreate. So I don't know what's in him that he wants to procreate, or maybe he just likes sex and doesn't wear a condom, I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Probably it.
Oh my goodness. All right. Thanks, Bobby. That's what I'm thinking. The lupus, that's a disease. So I don't know that stops you from being able to have kids. Obviously it doesn't. Money laundering through the kids, is that what we're saying? Well, procreate, yeah, I know, whatever. I mean, maybe he just wants to have sex and fuck someone and knock them up. It seems like that's what he's doing. I mean, what's Alec Baldwin doing? Who's having those kids? A surrogate? Yeah, I think so. What's Alec Baldwin doing? He had 7 in the last 5 years. What's wrong with him? What the hell's wrong? What is he doing? Alex, stop, please. They're going to be your gene pool. Stop. Or what are they raising all their kids for? What are all those kids for? What are all those kids for in an Illuminati family? The Baldwin family is just that. Remember that. When they say, I know. When they say they pray to their gods, I'd like to thank my God. They're not saying Jesus. That lets you know what God they're thanking. Not always, but they could say, I want to thank Allah, I want to thank Buddha, I want to thank Ganesh. They don't say that. They say God. You assume it means the God that you pray to, but it doesn't. It means their God. Now, I can't tell you what's in their head because I don't know. Some of them could be praying to the same God as you do, that's for sure. But that's what they're doing. You see?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I must go because I'm not saying aliens, but there you go. Don't kill me, y'all. I all of a sudden just got tired and I'm like, I gotta go to sleep. Well, not really. I gotta clean and all of that. Nick Cannon to cord blood. Okay. Yeah, Nick Cannon I think he just had his 10th kid. 10. But he has money, so he can feed them, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know. Alec Baldwin's not far behind. He's got his one daughter and then 7 with that crazy Hispanic woman that isn't Hispanic that he married. The one that thinks she's Hispanic. On what planet? We got Madonna running around with a British accent. We've got Hilaria Baldwin, who's Hillary or whatever. We got her running around saying she's from Spain. Are you mental? Are you from Spain? Are you? No, you're not. Do you speak Spanish? No, you probably don't. So what? Are your parents from Spain? No, they're from New York or Boston or wherever. Madonna's running around as mad. You see their split personalities come out? Yeah, okay. Whatever. I don't know what to say to that. I'm at a complete loss for a mental patient. You shouldn't be procreating with her because she's off her rocker. She's not Hispanic. No, unless I'm wrong, but I don't think she's Hispanic. No, we gotta research that. Breeding programs. Exactly, breeding programs. And the children, there'll be a select 3 of them that will be broken because of their ability to disassociate. And if they have an ability to disassociate without offing themselves, drugging themselves in that way, they'll be able to take 7 kids of Alec Baldwin's and 10 kids of Nick Cannon's. Okay, white and black, there you go. And they'll be able to test which of these kids are controllable and can be put into human servitude, much like Britney Spears was, but we didn't know it, but we do know it now.
Yeah, we know it now.
And they will be put into servitude, they will be broken down, and their ability to dissociate will tell their ability in the hierarchy of that family. And then they will be programmed out, farmed out as children. Farmed out, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Like yacht girls, but baby yacht girls and boys. All right. Alec Baldwin is a complete piece of shit. Ooh.
Oh,
Lula.
what was that?
She scared me. Did you see me jump? I'm like, what is that noise behind me? It was Lula. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. I, too, am Spanish, like Hilaria Baldwin. Yeah. Hilaria. You're not Spanish, honey. Stop.
Stop it.
I'm sorry. It just struck me as hilarious. Hilarious. You're hilarious. Okay, bye, y'all.
All right.
Mwah. Thank you all so much. Bye, guys. The Ferrero Rocher chocolate bar.
Okay, guys.
Smooth chocolate. Ferrero Rocher.
Oh, hang on. Wow, that was a long one. I'm not used to that. Okay. Okie dokie smoky. Wow, that was a long one. I don't even know what to say. Okay, let me get this back up. Oh, God, you guys, I'm so sorry. I wanted to share that with you. This is what I'm talking about. That's what's up. Okay. That was a long live. Normally, I don't do lives. I gotta plug my freaking thing in. Normally, I don't do lives that long, but Salone Bella's lives are long lives. Okay, I just want to let you know that. There we go. I had to plug my... Okay, guys. So, I do apologize about that, but, you know, when I go live, I pretty much try to be creative and I share other YouTubers with you so you get an idea of kind of my world on YouTube. As I was starting to get inspired and go on live, that's pretty much what I wanted to do. Salone Bella is one of the psychics that I have a lot of respect for because I see a lot of similar, you know, she sounds a lot like me, especially when I was younger. I struggled with my abilities. I know I have abilities. That's partly why I'm on here and why I show her videos, because I want to maybe try to be of some assistance. I'm on here to do many, many things on here. Many things. So this has been, you know, I'm going to be on here and I'm starting out again. So I'm trying to be creative and entertaining. I don't know if you guys, some people like the longer lives, some people don't. I'm pretty newer at this. I'm still new. You know, you guys are still pretty new to this. So anyway, I love you guys very, very, very much in the land of YouTube. Please like. If you don't like, that's okay too. Share. Subscribe. Please feel free to join my lives. I'm going to try to get creative with this. I'm going to try to... I got Tony on here again, and he says spicy dress. Tony, thank you for joining my live, but I'm not wearing a spicy dress, so I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what that's even spicy dress. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Tony has come on here before, and I have one person. His name is Tony. It says spicy dress. I ain't wearing no spicy dress. I don't know what she is talking about. If you guys are going to come into my live, we're going to have conversation about what's being discussed in my live. Why not? Ha, ha, ha. Okay, I'm reading back to you what he's saying, guys. I can't believe nobody else is coming on here in my honor on YouTube. Why not? Haha. So this is funny. This is funny. He says to me, first he says in his message, he says, spicy dress. I said, I'm not wearing a spicy dress. That's not what the live was about. You missed a whole live session on here about what this live was actually about. And then he posts another message that says, why not? Ha, ha, ha. Why not, Tony? Because I'm not wearing a spicy dress. And that's not what this live was about. Was it? No. Okay, so I wanted to stop that now. The wonderful world of YouTube. I don't know who this Tony person is. Huh. He did a message. Yeah, because he's being inappropriate. Don't be inappropriate. If you're going to come on my live, anyway, like, share, subscribe. I love you all off of YouTube. I hope that you enjoy my live off of here. I hope you like it. Let me know what type of more. If you like the live today, because bored by. Tony says, bored by. Okay, bye-bye, Tony, because I'm going to get off here too, because I'm the one on here trying to build a hobby and a career. So anyway, until next time, like, share, subscribe. I love you all. Peace be with you. Know that God loves you, and I hope that you like this live stream. Tell me what you thought. Okay, until next time, much love.